Had a whole box of condoms, still slipped and hit her up. Damn, I be tripping. Niggas on the block right now, still serving fitting up. Names, I won't mention. Hit a nigga with some straight drop and blew your pension. When the streets took money, I had to turn my thug up. Bet you if they play that Scola shit, it turn the club.
Hey everybody, this is Cash, and you are now tuned into Cash Talks, and I have my co-host here with me. We're going to get into the Baltimore nightlife tonight. So first, we're going to start with Flash. Just tell them who you are, your Instagram name, and what you do.
This is Catchthisflash, better known on Instagram as Catchthisflash. I'm a photographer, videographer. In the Baltimore nightlife. I've done events around the city for Bigg, Mo Stacks, Larry Love, H. Franks, Robbie 88, Ace, Dream Mega Lounge, Euphoria, Medusa. A lot of events. Like I can't name all of them.
Okay, and then also we have here Bigg Mo. So just tell them who you are, your Instagram name, and what you do.
My name is Bigg Mo Sauce. My Instagram name is Bigg Mo _new page. I'm a promoter in the Baltimore nightlife, you know. I promote all over the city, different venues, but my stomping ground is Dream Lounge. That's where I'm at with it. You can find Bigg Mo at Dream Lounge.
On what days?
Every Saturday. Meet me there. Pull up. Pop out. It's lit.
Section starting at $350, $100 deposit, and it goes towards your table balance, by the way, and I'm the bottle girl. But anyways, we also have Ace. So Ace, tell them who you are, what you do, and also tell them your Instagram name.
I'm Ace. I'm the co-owner of Dream Mega Lounge.
Black owned.
Black on, you know. Shout out to Flash, shout out to Mo. See.
Hold on, you're missing one. Shout out to
Cash and Cash Talks. Okay.
Kobe.
Kobe, you definitely
Very
the
much
Kobe
so.
of the team of the Bottle Girls.
Very much so.
But you can follow us on Dream Mega Lounge, at Dream Mega Lounge on Instagram.
And what days is Dream open for the most part? Normally.
Friday, Saturday, starting Thursdays, Sundays. It's building up. More and more days.
Do you have any upcoming events there that will be opening soon as far as like during the week? Also open on Wednesdays as well.
Yes. We have a napkin wars tonight. We're open for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Bigg Mo section sold out Saturday. And we have another party this Sunday.
And what's that?
Man, it's too much. I can't remember.
I'm dead.
Schedule full.
All right, so let's get into it. So we're going to talk about the Baltimore nightlife. It's a few things, that I wanted to get off my chest as being in the nightlife. By the way, I'm a bottle girl at Dream Mega Lounge also. Like, I was saying the Kobe of the bottle service thing.
Definitely the Kobe.
But first, I wanted to start with the promoters, because I see everything firsthand. And I'm probably speaking for all the bottle girls when I talk about this, but I just wanted to get into. Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't wait to get a fucking platform to talk about this shit.
Got it.
So
Talk Cash.
anyhow, so yeah, I just want to get into it. So first things first, when you come into the business and you a promoter and a known promoter and you're doing well with your events and you getting all this money from the door, I want to know, and Mo, I'm going to ask you this because you are a promoter. There's no shade towards you because I don't have this issue with you, but I feel like you probably would have a perspective of what be the issue, like, with promoters tipping the bottle girls. Like, we getting y'all ice cups. Sometimes, I know me personally, I change hookah coals, refills, all this stuff. What be the issue of y'all, tipping the bottle girls? Like, I feel like it's still a bill, the same way you pay security, the same way you pay your DJ. I feel like, we fall into the same category. So what do you think is the issue with that? Like, I don't understand why I got to argue with promoters every week about, getting my little back in. Like, what do you think the issue is?
Well, with most promoters, for real, niggas don't be making that much money. You feel me? Like, guys don't be making that much money. But like you just said, like, I feel like that should be looked at as a bill, especially if your night is good. Like, if you having a good night, then you should take care of your bottle girls. You feel me? Because they usually only making money off of commission a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10. And if it is a base pay, the base pay isn't that high. So if you're a promoter and you got a good event going on, you should definitely tip your bottle girls. You should make sure that they're good.
What's the average that you pay when you tip your bottle girls out on a good night?
On a good night, like on a good Dream Lounge Saturday night,
or
like,
it don't even have to just be Dream.
She said an average.
The average, like it don't even have to be Dream because you do events at Euphoria and other places. So on an average, when the door is doing good, you sold out all the tables. What would be your average payout to the bottle girls?
well, wall-to-wall Saturdays at Dream Lounge, like when men, as of this year, 2023, once me and Mo started doing it together, we was tipping our bottle girls out $100 per Saturday. But things slowed up. You feel me? So the tips might have dropped down to $50 or $60. But from a bottle girl's perspective, they feel like once you already made that drew that line, that's what it should be. You should come out your pocket regardless. You feel me? If you was tipping them $100, then it should be $100.
So my thing is with that, and we had this conversation last weekend, Ace. So we were saying like it should be based on how well the night was. But even with one promoter, when I offered that, what did they say? They wanted to keep it how it was, but yet we still don't get the money. So I'm just trying to understand like where does the confusion relies? If you was a party promoter, Ace,
I was.
you know what?
I was.
I don't even know. You probably one of the cheapest niggas. Hold on. I'm not even going to ask you. I'm going to ask you. All right. So if you was a party promoter, right, and you were working a Saturday at Dream and, the door, I don't know, like, the numbers for the door, but let's say the door did a cool 7,000, right? What would you tip your bottle girl?
I don't speak hypothetically. I speak
realistically.
And when I was a promoter and I tipped the girls, I used to give them $20. So I don't know what y'all talking about. I didn't tip no. I was like, because
it was a different time.
But I'm gonna tell you this how I felt. I felt as though if the promoter's not there, you're not making money. So why am I tipping you?
But me personally, I sell sections.
I mean,
you do.
You do. You definitely do. But you're saying you're asking a promoter to tip you, but the promoter's making you money. That's equivalent to like the promoter being like, okay, you know what? We're going to treat this like a strip club. You got to tip into work.
Right.
So would you do that?
No. I'm not a stripper. We don't work at a strip club.
Don't work at a strip club, but strippers work off commission.
Yeah, strippers.
Bottle girls work off a commission.
When I chose my job title, I chose to be a bottle girl. I could have been a stripper. I could have paid the tip, and I know it was a guarantee I was going to make the money back. But I'm not a stripper.
But are you working off commission?
Yes.
And that's because of what? Who brings in the crowd?
Me. Who else?
Cash talks.
What we talk about? Like,
cash talks.
Like,
so that's how I used to feel.
It does make sense, but I don't know. It's different times because you was a promoter like 40 years ago, so it's different.
Crazy.
Like, bottle prices was $100.
Wow.
It's like no shade.
Bottle prices used to cost more, and that's crazy. Bottles used to cost more in a club back in the day.
But that's because y'all had, like, back in the day when you was doing Oxygen, you was a promoter at Oxygen. I feel like it was more of a mature crowd with people that actually spent money though. So even as a promoter, if you was tipping me $20, it wouldn't really make a difference because bottle prices are starting at $400. I'm still gonna make out at the end of the day.
Sure.
No.
No.
I don't. They didn't. The gratuity back in the day was not like it is now.
Facts.
And what we speak about the other day, I think Dream basically we care about the staff. So with that being said, we want y'all to make money, but a lot of places don't have the same beliefs, don't have the same feelings, and especially that's how it was back in the day. I remember owners that you'll give them gratuity for a bottle. And they put it in their pocket. It wasn't for the girls. The girls.
And I wanted to piggyback off of that too because I've networked with I'm doing Big Mo's event at another club.
Oh, yeah,
you approved of that. Yeah, you approved it at another club.
We in that though. Look, and I got the section next to Mo, Jessica. You feel me?
Yeah, and so I just wanted to piggyback off of that. And that's why I text you and I'm like, Ace, if I've ever complained about gratuity or whatever the case may be, I just want to apologize because the other bottle girls that work at the other clubs, they was talking about how, they was only making like $100-something and stuff like that. Like
every club is not the same.
Yeah, and it's just like, damn, we really got it good at Dream. Like we really got it good. It's been, when we first started as a bottle girl when the club opened, all right, yeah, we did start at $40, but we really pushed it. Like we pushed our way through and we stuck it out. Well, me and Renee, because we are the vets.
And another thing
of Dream. Mm-hmm.
But another thing to piggyback on that, like I built a relationship with my bottle girls, y'all, to to work with me depending on the type of night it is. You feel me? We doing parties here every week. Y'all know when I win, you know when I win, and you know when I lose.
Right.
You feel me? So you know when I'm walking out that motherfucker with this amount or that amount. You feel me? So I just feel like if the night is a loss and you know it's a loss, like work with us. You feel me? Like, you know, take this little $40, $50. Take this for that night. On a big night, you know that'll range for real. You
40,
know?
50.
Yeah, I at least tip, even on a slow night, you feel me? I'm
Like,
tipping at least $30 to $40, even if I make nothing. You feel
I
me?
do know
I'll
times
come out my
change.
pocket. I'll
Times
come out my
definitely
pocket.
change.
Yeah.
And before
definitely.
y'all got here, me and Flash, we was actually just talking about that, and I was saying like, you are one of the promoters I never really had a problem with, as far as like, you know, making sure the bottle girls are straight, and you do go according, like you'll be like, Faith, you know, tonight was a slow night, but I'm gonna give you this, but come the next week when it's back, you know, lit again, you be like, look, I'm gonna tip you extra because we did good tonight, and I definitely can say that. Also, I never had a problem with H Franks. And if you open to do any events at Dream, just let me know.
Man.
I was like, no, but
Ain't no sight.
He coming.
but yeah, so like I know I haven't worked a party with him, I don't think, but I was his bottle server when Robbie did the brunch. And I think he got a bottle of Don Julio, and he asked me for cranberry juice and a Red Bull. And he took me $100, like keep the change. And it's just stuff like that, you know, that makes you really go above and beyond, you know, for people that you scratch my back, I scratch your back type of thing. Cuz is another thing. Not one time, I never even had to ask for gratuity from Cuz. He just automatically handed over when he pays, you know, for his bottles. Same with Robbie, and ain't really a lot that I can, you know, give credit to, but those two.
It's a different time. Y'all definitely do more.
And another reason I believe in coming out of my pocket is because, like, especially 9 times out of 10, promoters are drinking free. You feel me? You're getting free service. You're getting bottle. You're getting a free bottle. You're getting free liquor. They bring it now. Also, here's what I gotta say about the bottle girls as well.
Ooh.
At the end of the night, and I'm speaking in general.
Yeah,
not
I know.
you.
I
I'm
could
speaking.
lay it on the table. That's what
I'm
we here
speaking
for.
from me being in a nightlife. Like at the end of the night, y'all come like this, and the service was bullshit. You know, that's like a waiter.
Yeah, it is.
That's like a waiter. That's like a
Yeah.
waiter at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm not about to tip you, and you
Yeah,
done had an
$10.
you done had an attitude because I asked you to go get me 3 cups,
Right.
or I say I need a mixer, and you know I don't see you for 45 minutes, and then you come back over with my mixer, and it's halfway filled up.
Right.
You feel me? So tips also come from your service. You know, so bottle girls in the city, y'all got to understand that. Poor service, poor tip.
So I can't speak for everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm definitely going to speak for myself. So how do you feel like my customer service is from me working with you? How do you feel? And I want you to be 100% honest, not because we friends or anything like that. I want you to be 100% honest. How do you feel? Like, do you feel like my pay is worth?
You got good service because you love me. So yeah, when Mo, I need that.
All right, so you see me work other tables. I want to know, like, I want to know
paying
how.
attention. You be drunk.
I can't speak on nobody else's service that you serve them, but for me, my service is good. Cash, I need mixes, I need chases. You'll even assist me for hookah and out of your job description, you know. So your service to me is good, but I can't speak on.
My service is good. My service is good. I bring the energy. I
Come
do
ask
shit
me.
out of Ace. How do you feel my service is?
Yeah.
How do you feel my service is, Ace?
Come on,
She only got attitude, but it's hot in the club.
Yeah, but even still, like we just talked about this, my attitude got way better, you know, for the past few months that I stopped drinking and everything. You said yourself, my attitude got way better. But you see, you know, you're in the club. You got the biggest section in the club. You see when I'm going to different tables and stuff. You see my service. So how do you feel like?
I be paying attention to everything.
Yeah. So how you feel my service is? Do you think I do a good job?
I don't think your attitude changed once you stop drinking. I think your attitude changed prior to that. I seen a change in you, but your service. I think your service is you sell a dream, and I think that's what bottle service is. Like you you started. I literally saw. I don't know if you started this period, but in general. But I saw you. I see you pour drinks in like the bottle in the guest's mouth.
I definitely started that.
Like driving a boat.
I started that. I definitely started that.
Listen, I don't. It's just like little things. So you make people that feel like they just spent their last $300 possibly, or people like Flash that probably got
a lot of $300.
That don't matter. But you make them feel good. You make them feel equal. So it's like when you feel like when a guest feel like I'm getting the same service as like a broke guest like with me,
Mhm.
like I would be, and then see a guest like him or him. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Feel like I'm getting the same treatment as them. You feel like you on that level, and I think you do an excellent job. All y'all, most of y'all at Dream, I ain't gonna say all y'all. Most of y'all do a great job at that. And but if whoever lacks, y'all pick up, and I think that's where the chemistry lies.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a solid C- from me.
A C
Yeah.
minus
My
is
fault.
crazy.
So now you get an A. You definitely go
That's
above
good,
and
yeah,
beyond.
because I definitely do. I've mastered the whole customer service. Mind you, my first job was at 15. My mother did not play that shit. My first job was at 15, so I think I've really mastered the whole customer service thing. I look at it as if I'm going to the club, I want to be treated like a celebrity. Like I want to be felt. I want people to be like, oh damn, that's how they like. You get
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fine point.
So that's how I look at it. And even there be times where people that don't have a section, I'll be like, hey, it's her birthday. She by herself. Can I give her?
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, the
look.
first couple times you did that, I'd be like, all right, but I'd be like, but you'll do it. And you know something, DJ G, he mentioned something to me. He said, you can't expect people to give service they never received.
Right.
So if somebody never received this type of customer service, how they gonna give it? And you be a lot of places that give that customer service, so you know what to give off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do a good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I try. You know.
Yeah, I catch her
Yeah, I
every
ain't gonna
time she
fire
pulling
you.
in. everybody.
Yeah, the drive the boat thing. I think that was probably one of the hand claps. Yeah.
Man,
I think the drive the boat thing was probably one of the littest things that we could have ever come up with. And then I like how everybody started to do it. Like, oh, it's your birthday. All right, cool. But the thing about it is like, I'll pour everybody shots, and the birthday person's like, hey, what about me? Like, hold on, girl, I got you. And then I just, like put the cup down, and you gonna drive this boat.
Man,
And they
it be
they
some
love that
girls
shit.
that
Yeah,
be-
they really love that shit.
creates
Like,
a vibe
the back
and
of they
experience.
throat.
Yeah,
I'd be like, yo,
yup,
I
they
don't
really
know
love
what
that
my
shit.
makes somebody
Be
want to
watching,
come
huh?
back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yup, it was a girl. One of my tables, Sakira. I would never forget. I booked the section where her was her birthday, and she went. Matter of fact, she had an issue with the club, and was like, because the service was so good, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all another chance, and went and bought another table. And I was like, see, that's how I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Because if I have a bad experience with a club, first of all, I'm going on Yelp, and you're getting 1 star, and I'm gonna tell y'all about yourselves.
You know, I hate that. I hate people like you. Because every
Yeah.
time
Oh,
somebody
and
gets
don't
some
let them have
bad
a-
service, they go to Google
Do
and
not-
they give us 1 star. But if they get great service, I don't never see no
You don't
5
never.
stars,
Yeah, that's
man.
true too. That's
Oh,
true
clear.
too. That's true too.
That's a fact.
Don't let them have a corporate number, because yeah. But all right. So enough about that. I also wanted to ask y'all what was the. I don't want to name drop. Well, y'all can name drop, but who's the worst promoter y'all ever worked with?
Work.
Hey, so I'm gonna start with you because I know you're gonna keep it a thou wow. I'm gonna start with you.
Worst promoter I ever worked with or I ever saw.
Work with, like, or both.
I never. You
Keep
know
it a
what? Back when I
thou
was
wow.
promoting, I ain't really work with people like that.
No, I'm saying now as a club owner,
Oh,
like
club owner?
who's the worst promoter that you ever did business with? Be for real. Be honest.
I really don't know. Like everybody each promoter has their own little sport ways. He's sport too. Like,
Yeah.
don't let it. But I mean,
I done got cussed out by Mo a few times.
yeah. But you know, it's out of love. Like,
yeah, I learned to take it to the chin.
I give everybody that just due. Like, you know, I don't think at Dream like a promoter that was just terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I done seen some sorry ass promoters. But
I'm gonna tell you, y'all. This was when we first opened. Y'all had This when we first the year. I'm gonna not say when we first opened. This is the year that we first opened. It was me, Kiana, and Renee when we did that 12-hour shift.
Dream Team.
The 12-hour shift with them Africans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Man.
Yo, listen.
I will never do that shit again. Ever.
Me, if they come with that same deal, they literally bought,
They did buy a lot of bottles.
They
copped up
probably $10,000 worth of bottles before the party started.
And bought more.
But the thing is, there was only like 50 of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
They thought they was gonna have more people, but they did a day party and a night party, and I made them work both of them. But man, they got paid regardless. That was good.
12 hours.
That
what
was
we
nothing
got,
like CIAA.
12 hours, $400.
That's
Yes.
$200. What?
12 hours,
12
and we
hours?
made
Listen.
$400. That's
Hold on.
insane.
Let me get my math right. Hold on. So 12.
And you was like, I'm just giving you this because I'm being generous.
Can I get the sound effect? Womp, womp.
Yeah. Add that on there.
Some people don't even make 12 hours and they don't even make $400 and they 12-hour shifts, man.
That's
That
true.
was easy. And y'all ain't even had to do anything but just get hit on by a
What?
bunch
They
of
had
Africans.
us running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
I bet they Africans. They used to royal like they
Look,
used to,
Renee
like,
right here,
they
she said
need,
that
like,
party
you
was
know.
wild.
Man, it couldn't
Legs
have been,
was burning. My feet, yo, I was pigeon toe at the end of the night. I was so tired.
it
Like
couldn't have been worse than CIAA last year.
CIAA, I made a bag though, so I can't complain about that.
Slaving.
Yes, like either way, it don't matter what event. I'm gonna make a way. I'm gonna make a way.
I don't know. That was the worst promoter that you done with?
Yes, that I can think of.
No, I want to hear this from Flash.
Right,
that's
you
what I
you
wanna
dip and
hear,
dab,
bro.
you dip and dab in every
the
club.
That's a cameraman.
Yes.
He done seen all of us.
You
I
dip and
know,
dab in a
You
little bit
feel
of
me?
everything.
Like,
Man, you
Worst
got one on the top of
promoter?
your head.
you want me to go first?
Look, more way to get nigga that shit.
Because I ain't going to name drop. So
Then you can't-
I'm not gonna name drop on the strength of
me neither.
just business.
Well,
and
give
just
context
ethics.
clues so I can know who you talking about.
I'm not gonna say bad person. I just think they bad with money. It's not the fact of not paying or anything like that. It's more so like a waiting game.
Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
If I provide a service for you, and the night ends, I should get paid right then and there. Now, if you're the promoter that, if we just start working and it's the first event, I understand you want to see the work before you send me the money. That's fine, because you just want to make sure you getting what you pay for.
That could be either way though.
That's
still a deposit.
Yeah, it's respectable.
Right.
So I take full accountability on my end. I don't take deposits from promoters. So long as especially if we have a good relationship, I take word of mouth, and I take honestly loyalty very serious when it comes
I
to
can
that.
vouch for
And
that
so,
for you. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you your I promise you gonna get your stuff back 24, 48 hours on the promoter tip, because I understand within that 48-hour window you want to post because your build is still there. After anything at the 48 hours, 72 hours, people forgot about the party.
Right.
They on to the next one.
You know what? I think y'all changed the game with that because back in the day we used to have to wait like, dang, I keep saying back in the day, bro. Like I don't understand.
You're
why.
that old, yes.
That's
Back
crazy.
in the day,
I'm
you
not.
have
You
it
know
correct.
what?
You
Side
got it
note,
right.
Somebody just posted a throwback Thursday of a party I did 9 years ago. I'm like, bro, 9 years? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But we used to have to wait like a week or two to get out photos from the cameraman. But now, listen, I wish we don't text that much, but enough. I wish I could actually show you like the first text when you sent it right to me, like the next day, bro. I was amazed. I don't know what happened. He sent me the video in like 24 hours. He sent the photos in like 13 hours, 12 hours, and I was like, bro, you serious? I was like, man, I appreciate this. And I kept booking him until he just left me. But that's another story.
I never left. He just stopped. He got lazy and he stopped doing promotions. He hired other promoters to do the big work
best,
for him.
man. I give him that.
All right, well,
I'm just reading the call. I'm bad. By the way, we are definitely live in full effect. So I'm gonna read some of the comments. Everybody was saying who was it? It wasn't nobody. It was the African party that I worked. Who else? D White. Yo, yeah, I would no shade, but I would never work.
You know the
no
thing
shade.
about,
I would never
you know
work
the
his
thing
party.
about D White, it might not be his crowd, but D White with the promotions, he's a Jew, so he's really like a genius with it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he had 4 pages that had like 20,000 followers.
20,000
I don't know.
followers. Good
and
marketing.
I think this was before that you could buy followers.
His
I don't know
promo
what
is
it
definitely crazy though. He definitely goes
crazy.
above and beyond
You
when
gonna
he
get some-
promotes his
You're gonna get some
events.
crazy
Yep.
people in there, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be banging.
Yep.
Look.
So I wanted to get into
Hold on.
Weigh in on the topic though.
I wanna
my
hear
bad.
that.
I ain't weighing on the topic.
because you said you wasn't. It ain't no point in speaking of it on it if you ain't gonna name
I
drop.
ain't gonna name.
All right, well,
drop.
give
I still-
context clues. Give context
bottom.
clues.
Nah, I
Give
wanna hear it.
context clues.
I
Then
know you done had some
I
promoters.
still can't speak on it though. Like,
Yeah,
I
speak
still
on
won't
it. Yeah,
speak
go
on it. I ain't gonna name drop, but here's what I will say though. Like, if you're a main promoter, like you gotta know and you gotta establish the difference between a main promoter and sub promoters. You got some of these people are sub promoters. Like they aren't main promoters. They're not even promoters. They're influencers. You feel me? They might can
Influence
post
what?
They might can post something and influence a person to come to a certain spot.
Watch the
you know?
cord when you talking. Your mic is going in and out.
It is going in and out. Okay. I'm
So
sorry.
wet. He's sweating.
Yeah.
Look, he
So drunk.
But no, seriously, a lot of people be influencers and don't be real promoters. So it's like sometimes you might got somebody who is posting this and that on their page, and when you get up close in person, you know, it's not what it is. So you done gave this person 30-40%, you know, and they aren't really worth that, you know, because they just posting a bunch of pictures on their page. So
Right.
you gotta know the difference between an influencer and a promoter.
I mean, but what is the difference nowadays?
What's the difference? I feel like a promoter really
put that work
throws
in.
events.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it's just not about likes and a promo video and this, that, and the third. Anybody can make. I'm seeing a lot of people. I ain't got no cut because I'm seeing a lot of people doing these hookah lounges now. Hookah lounges are getting, you know, they're getting the buzz, they're getting the wave, and people will create a promo video inside of a hookah lounge that everybody is coming through, you know,
Right.
and then we'll post that as the promo video for their next event, you know, and that's not really your event. You're just, you know, you're selling somebody a dream who's gonna pay money to get you to promote a spot, you know. So I just feel like if you're doing something, know the difference between a sub promoter, an influencer, and a real promoter.
Right.
That's all.
Okay. Shit, y'all made me forget what the fuck I was going to ask. Oh, so you know we had a debate on Instagram. We had a debate on Instagram a few weeks ago about the DJs. So let's get into
let's get into the DJs.
Let's get into
any
that.
debates
Let's talk
on
about the DJs.
Instagram, I do not be saying. So
all right, well we
please
gonna
catch
fill
me
you
up.
in. So basically, it was a debate on Instagram about like who's the hottest DJ and who earned their stripes in the game and all this other stuff. So I want to ask everybody
come this
individually.
way.
I'm gonna start with you, Flash, because you've been a little quiet over there. Who do you feel like is the hottest? I'll say the hottest two DJs in Baltimore right now.
Hottest two?
Hottest two? Go ahead.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna be honest.
Better be.
I have three. All jokes aside.
Okay, well, 2, 3, whoever.
So I have
or who are your top? Who are your
I
top?
want to hear this.
Yeah, who are your top DJs basically?
So I have Rally 2 times.
Okay.
Big L, and a close friend of mine. He just started, but he's elevating. Slim.
So why are they your top? What makes them be like, you know what?
They your top three or they your friends?
That sound. That sound.
No, but that's why I'm
Are
asking.
they
That's
your
why I'm
top
asking.
three DJs?
No,
or they
but
your
that's why I'm
friends?
asking. What makes them your top
Okay.
three? Like,
So
what
honestly,
difference? Whatever.
With Rally, I can honestly speak upon like like I've booked them for a number of events, like for me to do like weddings, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if me and him have a conversation prior to what I'm looking for, he'll deliver what I'm looking for. Not just you have some DJs that listen, be like, all right, I got you, and then do their own thing when they get there.
Yeah.
You like, we just had a whole conversation about
Yeah.
what I needed. Like if
Wow,
I tell you
bro.
all R&B for the first 3
Wow.
hours, then you play YBS Scholar. That's not what we talked about. You
Right.
got to listen to, you know, what I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, I'm booking you for a reason. I see the vision, you know, before it gets to that point. L, I think he creates his own wave or his own little thing. I'm not saying that because, you know, he's booked every week or anything like that, but I think like last night was Chasing Summer. He know how.
Yeah, I heard it was a vibe. I heard it was a vibe.
Chasing Summer was last night.
Yeah, I heard it was a vibe.
It was
For real?
crazy.
I heard it was a vibe.
It was 99% women, 1% dudes. When I say like
You
the
was
whole
1%, wasn't you?
Huh?
Yeah, he
I was working. So, but he provided a vibe. The last hour, he pretty much gave them karaoke night.
Mm-hmm.
Like he allowed them
like
to
that.
sing along.
Yeah.
Like instead of playing, can we?
Can we talk?
Yes.
Everybody tired of that.
I'm tired of that.
He didn't
And
play
Dreams
that.
and Nightmares. We can hang
Hey,
that shit up
no,
too.
You is never hanging Dreams or
You
Nightmares.
can't hang Dreams
That-
and
that-
Nightmares
You can't
up.
hang it up.
Have you
can't
ever?
hang
Have you
it
really
up.
listened to Dreams and
Yeah,
Nightmares?
I
in
hear
your
it every
car?
weekend.
No, really listen to it in some
Yeah.
earphones, some AirPods.
I mean, I get it. I
Like,
used to
yo,
pay for
that's
times
Dreams
like
and
that, so
Nightmares,
I
yo.
get it.
what?
I get it, but
Listen,
what you
I
say?
was telling Major.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear who's Slim, because I'm surprised
I
you
seen
put somebody on there.
I
Keep
seen
the
him at a
DJ
few.
topic.
I seen him getting booked for a few events now, and I know he just
Yeah.
started as well.
Yeah, he DJs a lot of like baby showers and things like that. But He's at a strip club on Baltimore Street that he's at like every Friday and Saturday.
What strip club?
What is that next door to the O? What is that?
Shit.
It's too
top
many.
top something,
Yeah,
or
it's
one of them.
It's right. It's
Pussycat.
right next.
Pussycat.
Yeah.
Pussycat.
Okay, yeah. Look,
You've been in
Mo,
Pussycat before?
Mo know all the strip clubs
It's on the
in
block.
the
Stop
exact
it.
order. He know every
It's
strip
on
club
the
in the
block.
exact order. All right, Mo, who your top DJs?
Who my top 3 DJs in
Or
the
whoever.
city?
It don't even is your top 3, 4, 5.
It's tough.
And don't say it just
I
because.
guess, just don't say it because they
Yeah.
on my live right
No,
now.
I want you to be 100% honest. Who's your top?
Live. Y'all got service down here?
No, they keep saying this is going.
You
in and
got
out.
boost. All that
Top-
money you making.
top three DJs in the city. Of course, you gotta go. You can't not go there. You feel me? You gotta go your legendary super DJ Bigg L. That's just period. You feel me? You gotta go L. Like if you're a realist, you gotta go L for real. Number 2 was in my top.
So you putting them
3.
at 1?
I'm putting L at 1.
That's what you said.
Or it's
You
just
said
your
number
top
2.
3.
It's no order.
It's no order. I'm gonna just put them in my top 3 because of what I've heard. You feel me? I'm gonna go off of what I heard, and then I'm gonna pick 2 employees that I work with. You feel me? Because I've heard them the most.
Okay.
You feel me? So just in general, like I'm gonna go super DJ Bigg L in my top 3 just because everything, ability to host his own event. Like a lot of DJs can't host and DJ. Like that's a craft. That's an art.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you get a point from me. You feel me? Promoting DJs get another point. You feel me? A DJ who can bring their own crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I look for first. And then third, your brand. You feel me? How big is your brand? What have you done to make your brand big? You feel me? So that's what I judge a DJ off their credentials. So I might say who in my top 3, but I might say a DJ who I haven't heard DJ or worked with, so I can't put him in my top 3.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm gonna go super DJ Bigg L just for in general. I'm gonna go DJ Major for his growth. You feel me? I'm gonna go DJ Major for what
He came a long way.
from where he's come from. You feel me? Just as far as from what I see.
He's one of the only DJs that DJ that Rolling Loud
but
too, by the way.
But if you talk to DJ Major, he been that nigga since the Paradox.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, I've seen the growth, bro. I've seen you at Trent Turn Up Tuesdays. You feel me?
But not to cut you off. What I can say is what I do love about Major. I love the confidence that he has because when I'm working with Major, how he looking at it is really nobody in his lane and there's no competition. That's one thing that I love about Major because I know a lot of DJs get into the business and stuff and they just be like, oh well, I'm trying to be better than this person, and I don't think it was ever that for him. It just was it was him versus him, and I think that's why
it always was him versus him. And then he has a competitive personality. You feel me? So like, you can't do nothing with me and what I do. You feel me? I feel the same way. So I'll throw Major in there, and it's just all off of, you feel me, who I've worked with and who I've been around. And for my third, I'm gonna go Quan. I'm gonna go DJ Global Quan for real for my third for real. Just
is that the order or is that just
that's just
random.
That's just floating around in my top 3. I'm gonna go Quan because what I said at first, a DJ that can host their own event, like I might not want to pay a host $150 to come in here and talk on the mic.
Right.
So if my DJ can come in and host,
Quan get busy.
Shorty get busy. Like Shorty can stop the music, talk. You feel me?
His little voice be getting squeaky.
Yeah.
Funny. You feel me? He got,
I can't believe y'all.
He be like, all the ladies, come on. I be like,
real shit.
He did. And then Quan, he got, you feel me? The second thing said, he promotes.
Yep.
He got his own crowd. He's been capable of throwing his own parties, throwing his own events, you feel me? And then third, last but not least, you feel me? He got mixing skills. He can hold a crowd, with all DJs.
And what I like about Quan don't matter if it's 10 people or if it's 100 people, and he still keeps that same energy.
You won't get that vibe.
He makes sure regardless of how many people was in there, you have a good time.
Yeah. So with his mixing skills, I love that. You feel me? Of course, all DJs, we get tired of them. I don't care. The best of them, you feel me? Because
you gotta switch it up.
If you're hearing them every Saturday, you know that's
And I like how y'all do the back and forth. What you have,
I might switch
Quan,
Quan out and
then
bring
you have Boogie.
I might switch them out because the crowd gets used to their sets. You feel me? It's not that they're a bad DJ, but I might hear a song that Quan playing and know what's
The
coming
song that's
next.
coming up next,
You know, I just know it's sets. You know, so that's who I'll go with my top 3 based off of who I've heard and the people that I work with. You feel me? That's who I'm gonna go with.
All right,
my top
DJ
3.
the God. What you think?
Dialing. Me. DJ the God. I'm the best. Can none of them. Really 2-time super DJ.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, I really don't.
Right.
Yeah.
For real. Matter of fact, hit it again because DJ the God is the best. Like, for real. Listen, and I be listen, book me, man. Starting price 1,000, you know what I mean?
Dang.
I donate that to my dream girls, you know,
Yeah.
coming in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no,
So how much we get at a 1,000?
Oh, you know, $50 a pop. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Coming in like cheerleaders.
And just
We
make
don't-
sure y'all don't ever book him for no services.
Hazy said it better be G the DJ.
Listen. You
You know he gonna get it.
My favorite, you know what? I don't go to too many other places. Al was my favorite back in the day. I heard Relly DJ twice. But I like Relly. I like his hustle. Like Relly hustle. He a hustle. Like I respect that. I like Major hustle. I like Quan hustle. I like how they be doing it, knocking it out. But like for me, like DJing, I like when like DJs put on that show. Like put on that show. Like I remember Major coming to Harlem Nights and really putting on a show. But I like the mixing because like with G teaching me how to DJ, I be hearing certain things and I be saying certain things. Like G, everybody know G my favorite DJ. Like I don't because he could really DJ. Like the scratching and like that amazes me. But outside of him,
and he's so humble. He's so humble.
He's so humble. Like, so I ain't gonna be biased. You feel me? And put him in there. But like for that, like I like Q to Q. DJ Dre is my favorite. I don't think nobody in the city can mess with Dre.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Especially on the R&B tip.
Like
good DJ,
like yo really DJ. Like and I'm excluding everybody y'all said. But a new one that I heard, dude Supreme, nice. He
I don't know
on
who
the
that
dream
is.
team. He be doing a brunch.
Supreme.
Yo, he nice. Like
he
I
be at
don't
EDR brunches sometimes. He be floating there. I've heard Supreme.
I like how they. You feel me? Maybe I'm biased because it's dream team, but I like those guys. You know, I like those guys. I like those
You're
guys.
going to gravitate to who you've heard a lot.
Right.
You know,
That's
that's
who
the
I
only
hear,
way
like,
to judge it.
Yeah, it's
The
true.
fuck?
I hear Quan every Saturday. Or I hear Boogie every Saturday. So it's like I hear G every Friday, and I hear DJ the God because I'm top five.
Every
Right,
day.
right.
I came there for one night. It was DJ.
So me, I don't really have a
Appreciate
top,
that, man.
but I would base it off of basically the type of mood I am. So if I'm going to a brunch, I don't want to hear TikTok music the whole time. I'm trying to eat my
that shit.
like it just all depends on the type of vibe that I'm in. So like if I know I'm going to Dream on a Wednesday, then I know I'm coming there to be lit and have fun with my friends and turn up. If I'm going to a brunch, then of course I would expect for it to be L, of course, because for one, like y'all said, L's blend game and his transitioning and the mixing and stuff is I don't really think nobody is fucking with it. I remember one time I was at brunch and he did a gospel mix, but then switched it over to this when Fuck Nigga Free first came out, and that shit blew my head.
Right.
That shit pulled my motherfucking wig back. I'm not gonna lie.
He's very creative.
And everybody just got so lit just off of that one little segment that he did, and I feel like, of course, he made a name for himself, but I don't really have a favorite. It just all depends on, you know, what mood I'm in. Of course, like I said, I like Major's, you know, his hustle and his confidence and what he got going on. Who else? Q. I like Q too, and Dre, like you said. So it just basically depends on where I'm going and the type of mood that I am. If I'm going to Euphoria, I'm gonna be like, okay, I hope L and Relly or whoever is there, you know, because I know I'm gonna have a good time. So it just depends on where I'm going.
Yeah, and the names that I named, those were the names that I named. Like I got a lot of.
Don't double back now.
I'm not
That's
doubling.
your top three,
I'm
man.
not doubling back,
Yeah,
but
don't
I
bust
can.
no use.
I ain't busting no use. I'm just saying I can name you about 10 to 15 good DJs. You feel me?
All right,
Like,
but I
it's
mean,
people
since
that
y'all
work.
saying, who's the best DJ in the city then?
Who's the best DJ?
The best DJ in the city.
best DJ.
Like
in
if
the city?
somebody came, if an alien came from outer space and right
But
now,
you
and
know
said,
what? I actually
want the
want to
best
see.
DJ.
I want to see Flo and L go against each
I ain't
other.
even gonna lie. Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. And this all respect to Flo.
I like
can't
Flo.
fuck with L.
No,
Like,
listen.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Let me weigh in on that. Flo will tell you himself
Mhm.
he can't fuck with L. You feel me? But what I love about Flow is the brand.
Right.
Flow
You
is
feel
not.
me?
Flow is a brand,
The
bro.
brand.
Like
It's
that
the
brand. That brand versus
That's
brand.
actually
brand.
Can't mess
Flo.
with
Flo is
brand, bro.
actually he's gonna be my mentor with the whole
Yeah,
talk show and
you
stuff,
can
'cause,
go.
he got radio experience.
You can go
That's
talk to
Meek
Flow.
Mill's DJ. Like
You
feel
can
me?
go talk to
Yeah.
Flow about anything. It ain't gotta be no DJ marketing.
That's
Yep.
why I respect that.
You can go talk to Flow about anything.
Yep.
You
I
know,
respect
Flow
that.
is
And when
the
I had
brand.
DM'd him and I asked him like, hey, I'm starting to talk a podcast and stuff, and I was wondering, he was all for it. Like no questions asked. He was like, I'm down. So I love that about him too.
I like that because you have some people that
Be like, oh well, how much you pay? Yeah,
I want to charge you.
Yep.
Like I hate that. Like don't get me wrong. Like me personally, like if somebody DM me, hey, can you teach me such and such? If I think you serious, just the way I learned, I paid somebody JMD Dez. I paid him $250 to teach me.
GMD Dez. Hold on, time
Hold
out.
on, wait. Before you say what you gotta say, I just want to hold on. Before you even say what you gotta say, did I put y'all together when y'all both worked my birthday party 2 years ago?
No.
Oh, y'all was working prior. I just knew. I was working with
Tyon, and then he was doing yours.
Hold on.
No, but I'm saying, was that y'all first time working together?
No, I
oh, okay. I just knew I put that together.
4 years.
So 4 years prior to this date, you hollered at GMD Dez, and he basically showed you the ropes.
Yeah.
Bro, I'd have never guessed it. And hold on, Dez nice. I don't
Dez
get it
is
twisted. But I'd have never
Flash
guessed
and Dez
that.
is the top camera guys in
because
the
I'm
city.
like, yo, the way I thought that's crazy. I'm definitely more. Your respect level went down because you ain't gonna keep talking to me like I got years in this game. For real, 4 more years.
Right.
Humble yourself.
Whenever I'm having events,
That's crazy.
whenever Flash, you did both my last 2 birthday parties.
Wow.
I mean, not Flo. Flash, you did my last 2 birthday parties. You did the Cash Valley, and then you did the one that I had at Harlem Nights. But if I ever have an event, y'all the first 2 that I always DM first.
I'd never guessed that, man. Shout out to Dez, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Dez, GMG.
And that's like, if all jokes aside, like if I go out, I invite them. Like I really can call them, and like I really look at them like it's family.
I respect that, man.
Like I paid them like to teach me, but it was more so, and I do this the same way to other people. I'll charge you to teach you, but it's not to charge you because I need the
It's
money.
your time.
No, it's not even the time. It's to see that are you serious? Because
Right.
you'll get somebody something for free.
Because if you're really
And then
serious
they'll
about
just-
your brand, you're going to invest
forget
in it.
So
I respect that.
give me the money. I'll tell anybody. I'm gonna teach you what I know. If you wanna, I throw events. If I can't do it, I'm going somewhere. I'm doing it. I will give you the event. I don't need no money.
Man,
Whatever
Flash
you
be
charge,
doing
whatever
2
you
events
charge.
a night. I'd
Yeah,
be like,
he
bro.
really. That's
like,
one
all
of
right, I got to leave at 11:30.
I got another event to go to. Yeah,
I'm
real
like, yo, what
shit.
you mean? The crowd ain't here
Real
yet. He's like,
shit.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna
Right.
come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I respect
And
that,
both of
Flash.
y'all turnaround time is insane. Like my birthday, matter of fact, I think I got my shit back the next day. When you did my birthday last year, I think I got my shit back the
I
next
never
day.
used Dez, but I seen all his work.
Yeah, both of their turnaround times is insane.
I respect that,
Yep.
man. That's tough.
Go home and edit and go to sleep.
Yep.
It'll be to you in the morning.
And I wake up in the morning, I got a link, and all the
For
shit is
real.
right on there
And
in a
when I-
promo
when-
video.
When I text you as, hey, send me my cash app.
Right.
Yeah, yo,
Yep.
that's one thing. Listen, I ain't gonna discuss our price, our numbers or nothing, but I do not pay yo after the party. I don't pay him before the party. I pay him the next day.
It's you, Ace. Like,
Listen, I pay him the next day, and he just really be like, send me the cash app. He'll send a link. I be like, dang, man.
Yeah,
Like, yo, this turnaround time is
it's insane.
yo, I respect it.
Yeah.
I can say that.
But it's I don't, like I said, that's it. That's something like them. I mean, I understand. Like at the end of the night, some promoters, you might not want to come out your pocket. You want to take it out of
I don't never
the
wanna
business.
come out my
Yeah, you don't
pocket.
want the same thing. It used to be that way. I know Euphoria used to be that way. Like they didn't get paid to
We
a
coming.
couple days after.
It's different when Ace telling you though he gonna pay you the next
Yeah,
day. You
yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Like some words are bond, and then
Yo,
some
you know, I
words
just
are,
had this
you
talk
know,
with them
Mhm.
about the cash
the
app. I was
next
like, send me
day
a
from
request.
everybody else is different.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
they used
like,
to tell you, oh, send me the request. But if you
Yeah,
don't
I'm
get
gonna
it
tell
right
you when
then
I'm
and
gonna
there,
pay you.
the
if
next
you don't
day
get it
be
right then and there,
different.
that's it.
Like, you mean?
No, but Ace been good with we used to have to pull his arm before, but he been
I still gotta pull my
Who-
arm.
who
'cause
y'all-
I'm
not
not
as
doing
much
what
as
I
we
want.
not as much as we used to. But now that we've got off the DJ topic and all that good stuff. So how do y'all? What about the hosts? Who y'all top 3 hosts?
Yeah.
Coach B.
I never, you know
Damn,
what?
you
I
ain't
never-
even
I
okay.
He ain't even processing.
Right, like,
He
let me
yelling at
finish.
friends.
I
You
never-
feel
So
me?
I've
Like,
I
never
don't think I ever
personally,
met her.
I've never personally worked with her, but I have seen
I've
her
heard her.
names on a lot of events. I think I've been to
She
one
do the
event. She
brunch
worked.
with Supreme, matter of fact.
I think
I've seen
I
it.
have been. Her energy is crazy. So who's your
interacts.
who's your top 3? Your top 3. Oh, you just
Is
you
that
just
3
have one?
hosts?
It's hella hoes. You
I'll
got
go.
Coach B. You got
I'll go.
Stats. You got what's his name? Why the fuck I can't think of it? K-Rock. It's hella people that host.
K-Rock host?
Yeah.
Okay. I never met him.
He's always in drink. He's been.
Oh,
K-Rock. Oh
Tay-Rock.
shit, my bad, y'all. It's the
Oh,
Patron
shit.
kicking in. My bad, my
Yeah,
bad.
definitely cool.
It's the Patron.
Did Tay-Rock
It's
retire
definitely
or he's still
No,
going?
He just did Tyon birthday party.
Yo,
Okay.
side
Tay-Rock
note,
still in
before we get,
business.
I'm sorry. Listen, that video that you did at Tyon party. Listen, boy, that opening scene with them cars pulling up, man. Listen, I kept rewinding it back and back. I was like, yo, this shit is hard.
Yeah,
How the
shout-
fuck
shout
you
out to
think he got
Tyon.
the what a Ford? He got on a Montclair coat. What camera guy you know where
I
Montclair,
don't know.
Dior's,
You
and
look like
Cartier?
the rapper, bro.
Yeah, like that's what I understand.
Him and Carter's
Bro,
vision.
YG
shit.
Flash.
Him and Carter's
Oh
vision.
yeah,
Richest-
Carter's vision is
richest
richest
photographer.
cameras.
Listen.
Yeah.
Don't.
I forgot all about Carter's vision is Meek Mill's videographer,
Yeah,
you were
photographer.
checking
that guy.
Like I
That's
fuck
my
with him
guy.
too.
I'm not YG anything. I'm just Catchthisflash. I work
Yeah.
a 9 to 5 too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
respect.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I work
why.
together for
I
the
don't know
night.
why.
I drive track the trailers too.
All right, so
Oh, you
that's
did-
where the
yeah,
money.
you
Oh, all right,
did.
he got
Yeah.
his CDL. That's where the money come from.
Oh,
All right.
You get a pass.
Well,
Cause I'm
you was
like,
getting this. I was
look,
about to-
I'm ready to start.
I just
Look,
started
how much
like
I got
a
to
month
pay to
ago.
invest?
I just started that a month
So
ago.
you good, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, you do your thing though. I definitely, like I say, your turnaround time is definitely crazy.
I did want to show that
Um,
video. That video was tough, but you get back to the host. I
Yeah. So
appreciate
who's your top
Yeah, who your top host,
my
brother?
top host.
Ooh, I wanna hear this.
I'll explain
besides
it.
me?
I'll
There you
explain
go.
it. I'll
Ah,
explain
she
it
definitely
once
gonna be on the
again.
mic.
I'll explain
Thank
it once again how
When he
I-
starts
how
saying
I explain
explaining
the
it,
DJs.
here
You
we
feel
go.
me? Like it's more than just being able to talk your shit on the mic. You feel me? I feel like your brand. You feel me? Are you a promoting host? I mean, I know you're just getting paid to come in and talk on the mic, but is you going to post up? Is you going like what does your promotion do? I feel like that goes into your craft. You feel me? If you're getting booked for something, like who's coming to see you DJ or who's coming to hear you talk on the mic? You feel
Right.
me? I
Right.
feel like that's a part of it. You feel me?
It definitely is.
Cause there's some
So-
events where you be like, oh, such and such gonna be on the mic, or such and such DJ, and I'm definitely going.
Yeah.
So yep.
So and then also I feel like if you're naming your best host, you can't go off of people who you don't know. You feel me? Like
Right.
Coach B, I've only heard her in probably 2 environments. You feel me? So I can't really, judge off of
Come on
that.
here.
You feel me?
So who's your top?
You gotta explain it first.
Top host, top 3, who I'll put in my top 3.
You got 3?
I can give you 3. I can give you 3 hosts. Of course I gotta go with Lemon. You feel me? Free Lemon. You
Free
feel
the
me?
guys. Free the guys.
Free
Lemon
Free
Lemon.
the guys. Free. Is
Yeah,
he?
free Lemon locked up.
Is he?
You feel me? Free Lemon.
Nice.
Mr. Crowd Control. You feel me? Can you control the crowd? If the music stops, if the DJ shuts down right now, can
He
you
gonna still keep the
entertain
party
these
going.
people? Can
Mhm.
you talk and make the girls yell? Can you make people still go to the bar? You feel me? So I'm gonna throw Lemon in there. I throw Lord Black in there just because of the brand, the 92
Gotta
kid.
show respect.
Gotta
But
show
before
respect,
I
Lord Black,
even
yep.
entered into this game, you feel me? Lord Black was Lord Black
And
on
he
the,
showed
you
big
know.
love when whatever events he's working at, he definitely shows big love. I like that about him.
And then for my third one, I'll go Tay-Rock. You feel me?
I thought you was gonna say Quan for some reason.
I'll go Tay-Rock. You thought
He's
I
not
was
really
gonna
a
go
host,
with
though.
God damn,
Yeah.
you wanted me to
Quan.
you wanted me to name him for everything. I'll go Tay-Rock. You feel me? I've seen Tay-Rock highs and I've seen Tay-Rock lows. You feel me?
I haven't heard him in a minute.
Before I got in the game, you feel me? I've heard Tay-Rock be stagnant, and then I've also heard him day parties, sunny day parties, Larry Love and H. Franks. I've heard him control a crowd. You know, hold, stop the music. Everybody yell what he's saying. You know, so
He has that voice.
yeah, you know,
he got that voice.
it's
for
about
that
crowd
shit. Yep.
control. Like
Yep.
if the DJ stops right now, what can you say that'll get the whole crowd yelling?
Back
You
up,
feel me?
yeah.
I've seen Lemon had the whole crowd doing the damn cha-cha slide. You feel me?
I
Like,
swear.
I've seen
Right.
Lemon have the whole crowd cha-cha slide. So crowd control, brand, and of course talking shit.
Okay.
Right.
All right. What about you, Ace? Who
you
your
don't
top?
know who I'm about to say.
What you about to say?
They can't mess
I
with
know who is
Stacks,
number
man.
one.
Oh, that's my
Stacks
man.
get busy.
I was definitely gonna say
Listen,
him.
and you know the crazy thing? I'm explaining like Big Mo, you feel me? Like, you know, it's not all about talking your shit on the mic and
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
you feel me? Because he don't even say the
It's a
best things,
fact.
and it sounds like he got a bunch of spit in his
It's
mouth.
his engagement. He goes above and
his
beyond.
energy, like yo, will jump off.
Nobody
Stats will make you feel like you at a concert.
What I can say is this: working with him. But this is before we even got into the nightlife. I can say this because y'all don't even know. Stats hosted my brother's candlelight. He hosted my brother's candlelight. And of course, in a time when you're supposed to be like sad, grieving, and crying, I had a fucking ball. And that's why, when he started working at Dream, I was just so excited for him because I just know that type of energy that he gave off. And I'm like, I can tell Ace to hire you, but you got to prove yourself. You get what I'm saying? And I think he definitely did it.
Stark's been working with me like way back, but he wasn't a host. He was trying to be a promoter. So when he came with his concept of trying to be a host nowadays, I was like, bro, I can't even hear what you saying regular. Like,
right.
How you going? But your energy, like he don't care if it's 5 people.
I seen this nigga slide across the.
See, but that get the crowd.
Stats will make you sing. Don't let him be hosting karaoke. He'll make you feel like you're Beyonce. Like Stats will make you feel good.
Yep.
At the same time, like I would love to hear Coach B because I heard great things about her.
Mm-hmm.
Tay-Rock and Lil Black. Lil Black is legendary. I'm not gonna put Tay-Rock.
Lil Black is like the super DJ Big L in the hosting
Lil
shit.
Black is like legendary.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I like what he do? He be like,
I
bow,
feel you, Ace.
bow,
Yeah.
People can't get offended
Come on, y'all.
about who we're choosing. You know, we're choosing who we work with and who we sing.
You gotta like, bro.
You might bring some different promoters in here who choose other people. You know,
Right.
it's about who you've been
I don't
around.
go to many other clubs, so I hear what I hear. So it's like, but I'm like, bro. But Tay-Rock is definitely like, yep, he a legend. But I'm gonna put Lil Black in his own legendary category.
I'm gonna get off
and do that. But Stacks is my favorite right now. I like Stacks. I like Stacks.
Yeah, I would say Stacks, and I don't have a You said it's your birthday. It's your birthday.
What's her name?
Oh, you will know the birthday girl in the building.
Yeah, you gonna definitely.
You won't know.
And if I go to a club and I'm celebrating my birthday there, I'm gonna know that I'm feeling like Beyonce. If Stats,
sometimes Joe do too much, but sometimes like yo, you like all right,
cool.
Shut up, man.
Right.
Stats gonna come to your party and walk in every section. Yep. What's your name and it's your birthday? What's your name?
Nigga or bitch, it don't matter. Like
he don't care.
He don't
I just
care.
seen him say that to the hood niggas like. What's up, my nigga? It's your birthday.
Right.
All right, Sagittarius in the building. What's your name?
Yep.
What's his name?
Yep.
I be like,
he be like, make her draw the ball.
I like
a host. A host can't feel ever embarrassed. Like it don't matter. Like you gotta say whatever on this mic and keep going.
But that's just his personality, like hosting or not. Like he always,
he's a good guy.
I knew him from when I was living out in Columbia, and that's the crazy thing. And like I said, he hosted my brother's candlelight, and I had so much fun. That's probably the drunkest I've ever been at anybody's candlelight. Like his energy was there. He bought his own little radio thing that came with the mic, and I'm just like, yeah, that's like my brother. I know my brother is so proud. Like so that's why I would say Stats is definitely one of them. Of course, Tay-Rock, because his energy, and then he just made a name for himself. So everybody, like if the event is going to be lit, then Tay-Rock is hosting it. So you just know. But other than that, I don't think I really have that I can think of off the top of my head. No offense to nobody if I forgot you. I'm sorry, but.
I do think Lemon can be the best host in the city because he has that voice and that deliverance, but he'll be ducked off in a club like
Lemon
he got to put the liquor down.
Lemon
is definitely a good host though. I can definitely say that. Since Turn Up Tuesdays days though, he's always had the same energy and everything.
His problem is from him being my host. He's got too comfortable with his craft, you know? So now he's just feel like because he's Lemon, I can get drunk as hell tonight or I can get high as hell and even fall asleep in the middle of my work.
Yeah.
He's
comfortable with his job.
I seen a DJ yesterday at Dream that had to get carried out.
What? What's his name? Who was that?
I don't know.
You're
I don't know the name.
DJing.
It was one of them younger ones. I don't know the name.
Dark skin, kind of taller.
No, he was brown, like your complexion. I think he had braids, but don't quote me on this. But he had to get carried out yesterday. Like
people don't take that craft serious.
Like everybody was just like, wow, that's the DJ. I'm like, what?
DJs are not promoters. And promoters are not DJs.
Yep. And that's good. That's good that you don't.
DJs be want to get busted like
pictures gonna be blurry as shit.
Promoters next morning, I'm be like, yo, send my cash app back.
Promoters could get
what the fuck is this?
Promoters could get drunk in the club because they got people handling their business.
Yeah.
DJs is like, bro, listen. I hope Major is listening. On his birthday, he was bullshit, boy. Listen, he was so fucked up. He did
You
not
kept
know he was
saying that
playing.
though.
I
Like
was
you
like,
kept
bro,
saying it.
I just knew. Listen, I was like, oh yeah, I just kept telling him. I was like, Major about to wild this out. Yeah, he wild.
He was
out,
definitely
right?
disappointed. I
I was
remember.
like,
Lit.
bro,
Yeah.
he is drunk.
But
up
he get a
there.
bad. It was his birthday. Like, what
Yeah,
do you
so I ain't
expect?
tripping.
Yeah. So, but any
Yo
other
kept
time,
turn the music
Well,
off.
no,
Yeah.
Major don't get a pass. Well, somebody else DJ for your ass, and you get back. You don't get your craft is your craft.
right.
Yo, they get it.
So, all right. So now that we've talked about our favorites, so I wanted to ask you, Ace. Yeah, go ahead and sip that Patron.
Hey, what's my Spanish name? Everybody got Spanish names. What's
All
that?
right, before we go
Alejandro.
forward,
Alejandro.
my Spanish name
Alejandro.
is Javier
No,
Luis
Ace, you Hector.
Castillo.
Ace, you're Hector. Hector.
I gotta be a Hector.
Because you just give off a Hector vibe.
No,
like,
Hector is the plug, so he can
yeah,
be
you're Hector.
the
Like,
plug.
yeah,
So
I don't know
like-
why I thought.
But I wanted to get into, you are a owner of a black-owned, not only a black-owned business, but a black-owned club. And I want to know, like, what was the pros and cons of you as far as, like, opening Dream and getting everything together and how we started and where we are today? Like,
I thought you was about to say the pros because they got black-owned business. You feel what I'm saying?
no, I'm saying your
Like,
perspective of opening as a,
a
because I know
nightclub.
it's, yep.
I would advise nobody to ever do that shit.
And why is that?
Shit. It's the Baltimore city. The city of Baltimore is it's not a entrepreneurial city, if I can say that. It's the taxes here, the laws you have to follow, and everything. I mean, you guys witnessed it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you did, Flash, probably a couple nights, but it was at one point in time where they were like, I'm not gonna say harassing us, but
The fire
they were
marshals
coming back to back
Yeah.
to back to back, and we like, bro, like, all right, what are we doing? Like, what are we really doing? And it's like, there's no manual to sit down and be like, all right, let me go from promoter to nightclub to club owner. And I really wanted to do it just because I felt as though my ceiling, I don't say it's a ceiling or promoting, because I see older promoters that do it and they do it well. Like they grow with their craft and that crowd. I felt like I reached my ceiling. Like I see, and it was one time I was talking to Bigg Mo and we were doing a party, and I used to put Bigg Mo on a lot of parties. Like, so he was like a sub promoter because he wasn't really, he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He was like a rap in it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
one
right,
foot in,
right.
1 foot out.
Facts.
But he said, I was like, he cared about the crowd more than I cared about the crowd.
Mhm.
And at that point in time, I was like, man, this shit ain't really for me. Like it's not the same drive that I have. The drive that I have now is different because it's elevated.
Right.
But it was really no, like, I ain't gonna say it's no pros, but there are a lot of fucking cons to owning a nightclub in the city, and I don't think a lot of people really see that. Like,
Liquor board.
bro, the liquor board is like, bro,
Rest in peace, Harlem Nights.
like the fire marshal. He was a good guy. He was a nice guy. I probably can say this now. Like, we don't care. He came and shut Harlem Nights down. Harlem Nights was the second club I had. He came and shut it down. And we continued to open. We would just be like, fuck it, it is what it is.
I was the one that, come on, Ace, let's go another
like,
week.
catch us if you can.
Yeah.
And it started dying down. But
Mhm.
he had I still got the note in my truck, and he said, if you open again, it's $5,000 fine. I'm like, catch me if you can.
Right.
And the irony of it is, he was the same fire marshal that came to Dream. He was like, yo, don't you got another spot? I'm like, yeah, you look familiar too. And he just like, then I shut
Did he
you
come
down right
after the fact?
He came after the
Oh,
fact.
okay.
And he was like, all right, but we wound up talking, and it was a black guy. He was a cool dude. And you just
Fuck
see,
him.
nah,
Fuck
he
'em.
good, but it's like you got to go through a liquor board, health inspector, fire marshal, what else? Building, shit, sales tax. You got to go through so many hoops to stay open, and you'd be like, damn, like at the end, was it really worth
Right.
it? But I think the best part, the best feeling I get about it is that, like, when I do the Santa drives and everything, like, come meet Santa,
Mhm.
helping promote, like, man, listen, I tell everybody this. I say,
I can say you are one of the only club owners that actually like do the give backs, the events for the kids, the turkey drive, and all this stuff. So I can definitely
bro,
say that.
listen, people don't know, and I don't really speak on it too much, but I hired homeless people. Homeless people work in Dream.
Mhm.
Like, they really
Yep.
do. Like I remember Big Mo before we had Dream, and I was talking to him like probably every other day, and I was like, bro, like yo, you gonna be the face of this club, like you gonna be the one. And he probably thought I was bullshitting because I probably gave him some promises before that I ain't uphold, but I mean, but this is a different stage where he can elevate.
Right.
And I really did tell you, I saw it. I'm like, bro, like you're gonna have the livest night in the city, and you'll really like, bro, like listen, we didn't have some nights like, and people be thinking like back when it was hot in there.
Oh my God!
Listen,
I was ready to go home.
People would.
I was ready to leave on
Dream
God.
literally is the hottest club in Baltimore.
Bro,
literally.
Listen, and they're finishing fixing the AC, but it's like it's not my fault. It's like, yo, we're trying everything to make this work.
Because some days it be in there. We were like, damn, it's cold as shit. Then it's boom, back to square one.
Yo, we got that AC unit
shit
fixed
was
so
still
many
packed
times.
like a slave ship.
Yeah.
It felt like a slave ship.
Black people draw heat too. So that's another thing. You know, it's a black owned club and it's a lot of black people.
And then when you walk in a Dream, you go up.
Yep. Yeah. And hot air rises.
I could definitely say that I love the fact that we employ black people, like other black businesses, other entrepreneurs that's trying to grow, and with whatever space there is. I remember I've been knew you, but you were trying to be a bottle girl, and I was like, man, hell no.
I remember I went to the interview and you was like, honestly, I really don't want to hire you because you got all them tattoos.
Yo,
I would never forget that shit. Like, I'm like, damn.
I don't even
like,
remember that.
Yes,
but
I would never forget that. You definitely did say that. And mind you, we've been friends for 10 plus years, but you was like, I'm
Cash
not
been to my whole house. Like, listen, she was one of the homies.
Yeah.
Like, she done probably seen chicks we done ran out of there back in my days, you know?
God Baby, the entertainment. God Baby.
Yeah,
God Baby.
Yeah, God Baby, the entertainment. So we done fought together and everything. Like,
listen,
literally.
For real. So it's like, but I remember, and I'm happy I did, and I could credit Kiana to that, hire you because, like, yo, the loyalty is what I love. And I think Flash was speaking on that. It's like, I like the loyalty aspect of, like, not people calling you boss or anything with the money. I like the loyalty and putting people in position to grow. Like, this might be a stepping stone for you, and you do something else, such as this podcast. Might be a stepping stone for Big Mo. Like, he got another day party somewhere else, but you're growing.
Right.
This ain't a stepping stone for him. He up.
He everywhere. That's Mr. Cartier Dior Montclair, man.
Established.
But it might be a stepping stone because we might have an artist one day and you might lock in with the artist. But I like that. I think that's one of the pros I like. But the cons, man, boy, I hate this city. Listen, this shit is tough. This shit is difficult.
It definitely is, and I've seen it firsthand just being an employee at Dream.
Clout chasing.
And I also wanted to piggyback on what you just said also, because it definitely was a stepping stone to me. Because when I first started as a bottle server, you know, I was a mail carrier. I was working at the post office.
Me too.
Yeah, I was working at the post office, and I kept saying, like, if the money right, I promise you, I will quit this fucking job.
I remember you had to go to work the next day after the rooftop party. I remember this. Work on a Sunday.
And it was like, how is your availability? And I'm like, if the money's good,
we was at the front of the rooftop. I remember that.
Man, and I promise you, I worked the rooftop, which was my first. That was basically like my foot in the doors. Ace wanted to see how I was going to do, and you know, I did good or whatever. And then, you know, we started that Dream, and then once I was locked in that Dream, and I did the interview. Even though we're friends, 10 plus years, I still had to interview. I had to interview, and after I locked in with that, I just kept saying, like,
if we locked in, ain't no switching up,
literally. And it's still to this day. But I just kept saying, like, God, if this 9 to 5 is not for me, just give me a sign. And I would never forget this shit. This is my last day at work, and I was working my route. And I was already irritated because they gave me so much, like a big ass workload, which I had to deliver mail. And then the back of my truck was full of hella packages. So I basically had a package at every single house. So I'm just like, you know what, God, if this is not for me, just give me a sign. And sure enough,
don't tell me you left the truck right there.
No, listen, let me tell you my dumb ass. So I get to my second apartment building. I'm at my second house neighborhood, and I'm talking to this guy. He was a police officer, and you know, he was asking me about my day and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. You know, I just got a lot of work to do. I give him his mail. I go to the next house, but because I started talking to him, it kind of threw me off. And I forgot to deliver his package. So I'm already at the next house. So I put the truck in park. I get out. I knock on the guy's door. I'm like, hey, you know, we were talking and I forgot to deliver your package. So he goes get the package. He signs for it. And as we're talking, my fucking mail truck is rolling into his Mercedes Benz.
Oh, that was a sign.
And I was like, God, thank you. This is the sign I need. I said, sir, you got your package. Call the post office and get the insurance information and they can go from there. And I went the fuck home.
You had the box truck?
Yep.
So you had to pull a lever?
You supposed to put it, yep. And I didn't do that. That shit rolled all the way back. I said, fuck this job.
You know
fuck
what?
the packages. Fuck the mail. I don't give a fuck. And
that's crazy because I had a similar situation, but it wasn't. I ain't never hit nobody with
man, I hit this
you
man
hit somebody
Mercedes-Benz.
Listen, bro.
A police officer at that.
You ever hit somebody car with one of those mail trucks with the bumper? Or you fucking they car up. Like, yo, that bumper, bro, that's no. But I actually got fired. They thought I was stealing mail from the post. I'm like, man, shit, I don't even want my own bills, bro.
Right.
Like, I used to knock but when I started driving up here and I hit the exit, bro, like for real, I got teary-eyed when I was coming in this area because yo, I used to literally deliver mail in this area.
I remember when I was telling you where this location was.
Bro, as soon as you told me what it was, I'm like, damn, I remember this. I remember these streets. Like, yo, I used to literally deliver mail like every fucking day, like here, like, and I enjoyed it, but it's like, yo, moving on to bigger and better things, and like, yo, I love that shit. I love it. So it's like the hustle. Like how Mitch said, man, yo, it's just a hustle. Like, I love the hustle. I can't give up the hustle.
Yeah, and it's just like
you love the game. You
Yep.
gotta be around it somehow.
It's like selling drugs.
Bro.
It's like when that
Yo,
fast
really
money
is.
is coming in, it's like selling drugs. And I'm like, you know, now that I know that I'm going on 2 years into working that dream, and it's just like, mind you, this job and pay for my BBL, pay my bills and everything. I would never go back to working a 9 to 5. Like I would never go back to working a 9 to 5. And I just was like,
but the thing you did, you branched off. You found other avenues, and like me, like how you ask, can you get some money somewhere else? Like, shit, go ahead. Like I ain't tripping. We ain't. Hell no. If it was somewhere like Euphoria, I ain't even gonna lie. Listen,
we already know.
Especially if the boy, man.
That's another thing. And I'm like, bro, shit, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, we already know.
I respect it. So you gotta just find other ways, and I like how I molded.
And of course, I had to put my dog on. You know, Renee. Shout out to Renee. She couldn't be here today.
She hit me. Listen, she hit me.
Because I told her,
I said,
Renee, make sure you ask Ace first.
She ain't believe it. I was like, nah,
I didn't even. When you told me that you was cool with me working another day party somewhere else, I didn't believe it either.
I'm
like, this shit is a setup.
Like, no, go ahead. I ain't gonna be there.
But I'm not gonna lie. Janae did have me on a schedule for King Kel's party for that following Monday. I'm like, nope, I can't work it. I said, nope, sorry, Janae, I can't work it. I said, he only said.
Oh, Janae the manager?
Yeah, she's like the
Okay.
Yep.
She had her falling out.
It's not black
she had her falling out with Euphoria. I ain't gonna speak on that and get into details, but she had her falling out with Euphoria. Now she's over at Gargola's trying to bring energy over there.
I was like, hey, Janae, you got me on the schedule for.
I had a question, though.
I'm like, I can't work that. I text Renee like, nope, not getting fired. Like,
I have a question for you, like, not to take over your podcast.
No, go ahead.
This Cash Talks, you know.
Ask me whatever you want.
I just wanted to know, like, who's your favorite cameraman in the city? Whose work did you like the best besides yourself in the city?
I'm going to. Well, I'm
like
gonna
on the camera.
On the camera, I'm not gonna lie. I recently went to Flo's invite only. Flo and 856 Chris. They had the invite only thing.
I love Chris.
And I'm gonna get into that too because I'm gonna get into him too in a second. Before we wrap it up, because I'm not gonna lie, I do want to finish drinking and go to karaoke before it's over. So I'm gonna wrap it up soon. Remix, we go in there. Shout out to Trey. Yep, shout out to Trey. Officially booked. Make sure y'all check it out. 50% off on tequila.
What's the Spanish name?
Yep.
Lord Bell.
Yo.
No, but I want to get into that. Flo and 856 had this camera guy, and I posted like the little stitching.
His cameras was icy.
Yo, when I say, and I'm not really like a photogenic type of person, but he did these off guards of me, and I DM Chris, and I'm like, who the fuck took these pictures? Because I didn't even know nobody took pictures of me.
They were nice.
And I found his Instagram, and I'm like, I'm looking to work. I gotta look on my Instagram.
They were
I ain't
nice.
cheating on you, Flash. I'm just
They were nice. They were nice.
Well, Flash and GMD know they're my top two, but as far as top three,
I'm okay.
I would actually add him to his name on Instagram is JP Create.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, I didn't either until I went to the invite only and I seen them pictures. I said, "What the fuck?" I said, "Who the fuck took these?"
They was
Like
icy.
it was really nice. It was really nice. Like it was so clear. The picture was clear and everything. It looked like a professional. Like I felt like a celebrity in that bitch. Like,
yeah, that's good. That's
so yeah, of course him, Flash. It's a young guy. I think his name is. Don't quote me. BML or B. You know,
BML.
BML. Sean.
BML.
He does all the lit like people lifestyle photos. Yep, I did a photo shoot. I worked with him too as well. So yeah, they're my top 4. Flash, GMD Dev, JP Creates, and BML Sean. Yep.
You got top 3 Ace since you've been working, not like since Dream. Since you've
since
been working,
period?
like since you've been in a promo game, you can name a photographer from 2012. Like
bro,
you got
why
a top.
niggas keep going so far back,
I'm just saying,
bro.
that's
Like,
when you are a promoter.
That is
like,
crazy. Listen, I think Flash is number 1 for me, not just because he's right here.
Mhm.
When he sent I seen pictures that he would post, and you know, I booked him, reached out. We already had somewhat of a relationship for real, not too heavy. And when he sent them pictures back in 24 hours and they was icy, I was like, yeah, shorty top. And I like Rob Styles. He been in
Yeah,
the
I was
game
gonna
for
say
a
him.
while.
Yeah,
He been in the game.
Yeah, he's been in a while.
He be at Dream. He be at Dream.
He
be at Dream.
I told Ace. Yeah, he do be.
Yeah,
he be.
That's your replacement, homie.
He
Like,
he
nah.
get up in there
He be
though.
there on Fridays.
He get up in there. I'm not gonna remember. I told you the other day. It's like, look, he all up in that girl.
Oh yeah,
butt
he up
cheeks.
there.
He up in there.
I like people that really like y'all not afraid. Like, yo, it's yo, listen, the first time, no, probably the second time I booked Flash was smoking hookah. And you know,
Hookah is life.
I thought he was smoking hookah the whole time. I'm like, yo, this nigga ain't, you feel me? He ain't do nothing. I ain't booking no more. Yo, sent 100 pictures in a full 90-second video. And I'm like, yo, I don't know when you did this. He left early. He caught everybody in the party. Like, but that's what I like about Flash. He doesn't go through, and I can say this about Rob, and I told him, like, he might capture the same person 10 times, and you got like 200. He's going through 200 edits. I'm like, bro, let's eliminate that. Let's not do that. Flash, like, oh yeah, I caught you. Oh,
Jobs here done. See you
again. So I like it.
Yeah.
I like what you're doing. But I don't really like, other than that, I think I only got 2. I don't
got Flash Rob Styles.
Yeah.
Mine would be.
I like the new girl that you
I do like
the
that
new girl. Though the new, I think they are the best. As far as dream pictures, they're probably one of the best photos that I've ever seen anybody.
Shout out to Nada Promotions.
Yeah,
the newest member.
Her camera quality is really good.
Ever. Watch your words.
No,
Flash
I'm saying like not ever, but I'm saying one of the other. We already know Flash is top 1, but I'm
top
saying
5 dead or alive. Top 2, you ain't number 2. Flash.
My top 3 is gonna be of course. Not just because he's sitting right here, Flash. You feel me? Like, it's all about how clean your photos are. You feel me? Like, you gotta have clean. Like, some people got great angles, but your camera is phony.
Right.
Like, that's everything. Like, seriously. Like, seriously, you might be a real photographer, but your camera not A1. You feel me? So I'm gonna throw Flash in there. I gotta throw who I introduced to Euphoria. I gotta throw Carter's Vision in. Yes, I was the first promoter to bring Carter's Vision onto the Baltimore nightlife scene. He's now.
Oh, so you booked him before he was signed.
Carter Vision don't really fit into the category now because he's Meek Mill's video. But he's definitely up there.
I was the first. I was the first promoter to bring Carter's Vision.
Everybody clap it out for Mo. He was the first promoter to bring Carter's
Vision. Like that, bro. We can't
hear it. Into the nightlife. He's now Meek Mill's Dream Chasers official photographer.
And I love that Flo and Carter's Vision, Baltimore's own, work with him too. So I think that's definitely dope as shit.
That is dope.
Oh, so yep.
So yeah, Flash, Carter's Vision, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Nay, the promotions, my newest member, newest photographer. She's great. She's young, and then like usually when I book a photographer, like their first go around, it be like, I gotta tell them like,
a little timid.
Yeah, don't post all that. Like, don't put all that. Those were unnecessary pictures. It's too much. She had everything edited, chopped down. all bad photos were out. It wasn't two of the same
I like
photos.
that.
Yeah.
Like she really she came correct.
And she got
you
all
know?
the fine. I said, damn, I ain't never seen this bitch in there.
She
Like
got
she got all the
'em.
fine
And
bitches.
When
and
she
said-
captured
when he
all the
sent them
fine
to
bitches
me,
in
I
there.
was like, yeah, shorty nice.
like
Yeah.
the cameras clean, the angles were good. So yeah, those are my top.
Oh,
three.
this one it get tricky.
Those are my top three.
That Patron kicking in.
And I don't care about
Who's
who
your
offended
top
about
three,
that.
fam?
Right. Excluding
and
yourself.
That's what I
Nah,
wanna
don't
know.
exclude yourself. Is
No,
you number
no,
one?
excluded himself. No,
You number
it's
one
not.
or
It's-
not?
I need
He
three,
got
not
to.
including him.
We already
I
know
want
he's
him.
him.
That's
He's
I'm a-
Timothy.
Nah, you know why?
He's Timothy.
I say that because he don't really be talking too much shit. He be real humble.
Yeah,
Flash,
definitely.
you know what
I
mean?
want your three
Flashy,
outside
flashy.
of you. I want
Yo,
your
I'm
three
good.
outside of you. Outside of you.
JMD Dez.
Okay. Gotta throw the mentor in there.
Austin, Instagram, Austin Photography.
I never heard of him.
I seen him.
That's
He
what
takes
makes me
ice.
tap in.
He takes all my lifestyle photos.
I
So
saw
anything
your
He
you see on
captured
my
them
page-
Balenciaga boots?
Yes.
Okay.
Big bitches.
So that
He was icy though.
and I James Jones.
I never heard of neither one of them. I never
You
heard of I
gotta
never
go-
heard of
Hold on. I got.
He been in
I'm
the game
sorry.
a long
My
time.
bad.
I never
I'm
heard of
sorry,
him. I never heard
Y'all
of
show
him.
respect.
James Jones, if whatever camera, I'm sorry. You already.
I apologize, James Jones. That's video though.
He's icy
That's
with
video,
them
though.
videos, bro.
That's
But
video.
a lot of people, honestly, a lot of people got to understand, and it's not to take away from anybody that's just coming to the game. Just like he's like the super DJ Big L
Of
honestly.
cameras.
I mean, he's done little school. He's
I
done.
never
He's been
You
doing
Oh,
it for
James
his
Jones in the
soul.
throne and
He did the video.
talking
He
on
did-
the flip phone. That's him.
He did the video.
Or did he say
for
Wayne
Flo.
Jones?
He
did the
said
video
Wayne
for Flo.
Jones, fam.
Oh shit, I don't know James Jones. Sorry,
He
You
did
done called Tay-Rock, K-Rock.
I'm drunk. It's the
You never,
Patron. I'm
you ain't seen
sorry.
Flo new video, the video for the party. He did that.
He did that one?
Oh, the short brown skin guy.
Little cocky, look
Oh,
like a
I
running
like,
back.
yeah, I like his.
James
I never
Jones
knew
get
his
busy.
name though.
He's
I
the
never knew his
standard.
name.
He's
Okay,
the
yeah,
standard.
I never knew his name, and he got that equipment too. Like
Yeah.
it ain't no
Busy.
regular camera. He got the. Okay, I never knew his name.
But I ain't gonna lie, I've never worked with James Jones, but I've clicked that link in his bio. You're gonna pay for that service.
Them prices
Yeah.
is.
You're gonna pay for that service now.
But it's worth it.
You gotta
It's
pay
worth
for
it.
You
You gonna
gotta
pay
pay
for
the
that
place.
service.
Right.
But photography, I would say it's a young lady. Her name is Kay. Kay
Okay.
Photography.
Okay.
So, but I always tell it's not about name or anything like that. It's honestly about the editing. Some people may do too much. Some people may do too little. Some people may not get the right angle. I mean, for men and females, it really does. It pays big attention, like pretty much like a big part in everything. Like it really.
So you
does.
really think you the best
no
in the city?
Mm-mm.
Oh, all right.
If you could rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give yourself?
I would give myself an 8.
You don't feel like niggas can't fuck with you, Flash?
Honestly,
He humble. Flash is humble.
Flash is
on
humble.
event photos and everything. Like I said, regardless, like photos strictly, I would honestly give myself a 10 on event photos. Video wise, like I said, I would definitely put myself at like a 7 or 8. I do
Okay.
have some growth
Still improve.
there,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what's
But
up.
I mean,
That's
I
what's
can
up.
deliver,
Right.
what you're looking for. But
Right.
it's things
Facts.
I can work for it to,
I can respect that.
to get to a 10. But it's a lot to play a role in it. It's just like party promoting. I mean,
Yeah.
you might have an off week, you may have a good week.
No, I don't think it's like party promoting.
Party
fam.
promoters.
Yeah.
Y'all have off weeks. Y'all have good weeks. Y'all
Yeah,
have good
Mr.
weeks.
How y'all have
Mr.
off
weeks?
Mr. Go to Miami and then post. I'm gonna be back tonight and don't come back till
Yo.
Tuesday.
But who y'all best promoters?
No, but I'm
Oh.
actually listen. Hold on.
Oh.
I
The
was
best
actually about to get into this. I was actually about to get into this. This was going to be the last subject that we speak on before we wrap it up and get it up out of here. I just wanted to give recognition to 856 Chris and Taiwan on the napkin war shit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Even though
I like what
they
he
didn't
did.
start it, but I like how they brought it to Baltimore.
He started it in Baltimore.
And they're doing it, Baltimore, Philly, and all this other shit. And I really like, even not even just aside napkin wars, like the crowd that they bring out as promoters, and especially with them being young, they're like the younger version of H-Franks.
It looks fun. I can say, and I know they felt some type of way that they was having the napkin wars at Dream tonight, but like I told Chris, and I respect Chris. Like I know Taiwan, but I got a relationship with Chris. I told him, I said, bro, once you cross over that hill, and you tell everybody else like, yo, you're an Indian, and you cross over that hill, and you be like, yo, it's good over there. somebody's
gonna
gonna follow.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
you paving the way, and you gotta understand that. And that's why I was like, yo, these young dudes that's doing it now, like you encourage them, you inspired them to do something.
And it definitely came from them because their promo video was from their previous Napkin Wars.
And the thing about Chris, I'll speak on promoters. I'm a promoter, so I'll speak on other promoters. The thing about Chris is, like, he's tapped into different
areas.
Yeah, areas. So you might hit a Chris party. He's already one up on a street promoter or a regular promoter like myself. Because he has a school behind him.
Yep.
You feel me? So that's first thing first.
30,000 people he can promote to easy.
So that's first thing first. Like, he's one up on a regular Baltimore street promoter because he has a school behind him. And he has built the brand for his events to where as though he also got the Baltimore Nightlife with him.
And that's
you
what
feel
I
me?
don't. And you remember we used to talk about this back in the day, how promoters used to be in that school foundation, but the city ain't really respecting.
The city ain't right.
And I remember Flo was one of those people that, like, yo, you know what I mean? I know he got into it with the DJ shit and everything, but like, yo, you don't understand. Like, what Flo's doing is beneficial to the city. Like, yo,
everybody.
Bro, Flo had celebrities pulling up to Atlanta Hawk drinking beer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, to the Atlanta Hawks facility. Like, yo, the stuff that Flo doing, you got to commend that. And I respect Chris because, yo, same way I respect Mo is because you care about your people.
Right.
And I respect people that really care about their guests and their patrons and want to see them have a good time.
And to me, like at working, previously working with him, I never got that vibe with Chris that it was a money thing.
And he's not cocky or arrogant
at all. Some of the promoters, you can tell that they're just in it to make money. But Chris never gave that vibe that it was a money thing because he want to make sure everything runs smooth. It's been times where he turning up, but I'll be like, hey, Chris, such and such is having a problem with this.
Stop.
He'll put the bottle down, put the hookah down, and be like, where they at?
Yo, he's the only person I know that can get undrunk, take care of business, and get back drunk.
Get back drunk.
And he be
Exactly.
busted. Like,
yes.
And
Chris,
one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, because I'm at the point of my promoting career where I can speak.
Talk your shit now.
I can talk.
Yeah, because
like,
you top 5 or not.
Yeah, like
you top 3?
I'm a standard.
Like, even when I went,
give my.
But before you get into that, even when I went to network with Gargolas, to work your events, it was a lot of good things that was said about you, and I'm just so proud because I remember when we first started working at Dream, and you was just like, Fave, this is my first party, and I ain't really do too good, and a lot of people probably not gonna come out and support me. And I'm just telling you, like, Fave, you gonna be good. You just gotta build yourself up and just watch. And now look at you, keep stepping, and now look at you. You didn't had I literally had this conversation with Robbie yesterday. And he was like,
I love Robbie too.
I do too. He's so humble. But you literally had Dreams sold out damn near a year straight. Like,
every set.
And just to think, like, you was ready to just say, fuck it. Like, I don't want to do it no more. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm so proud of you.
You
and
definitely got to commend Big Mo for that. Because I remember when he started, and he had his doubts. But the thing Big Mo failed to realize, and we had communications about it, is like, bro, I'm stepping out of the promo game, so I'm putting my all into it. And I said, bro, this is yours. I was like, Saturday nights is yours. And he really, like, gave him the keys. He drove the bus. He might have crashed a couple times. He might have threw the keys back. I might have crashed, but we still going. And I commend him for that. Like, yo, listen, you don't understand. It was one night.
The wheels might slow down, but they ain't never stop.
104 degrees of them. Listen, and he was in there wiping the sweat off. Like,
but
yo,
we still was in there.
Flash was in there.
Yes, yes.
He took that big ass Montclair.
And I just want to, say that I'm so proud and get a round of applause for Big Mo for not giving up. Like, like, how do you feel about being Mr. Sold Out? Even before most that top on it, you were still sold out before.
No, it was already a standard. What I will say first, I just want to say, like, what I will say to the promoters.
And what advice do you have for promoters that are just getting into the game?
That's really what I was going to give, like, advice. Be based off of your brand. You feel me? Like, of course, we're all doing something to make money. Like, you feel me? Of course, we're not into nothing. We gotta make money off this, of course. But be about your brand first. Be about the people who are buying something from you. You feel me? So if I got a girl coming in the club spending $650 for a gold package at Dream Lounge, I want to make sure that her experience is great before I worry about $1 that goes into my pocket.
I respect that.
Because now next month she might come out, or when her homegirl birthday come,
She gonna come
girl,
back. She gonna come back.
She
Big
gonna be
Mo,
like, bitch, you gotta celebrate your
Yeah.
birthday at Dream. They gonna make sure you have a
And
good ass
everything
time, and
goes
that
into
plays
that.
that
And
comes into
everything
play
goes
with
into
the
that
customer service that
Hey,
we was
you
talking
ever
about earlier.
seen you
I
ever
was just
seen
about-
Mo wave at somebody like a girl? You
Mm-mm.
be like,
Shit's
Yeah.
seductive.
Cheesy as shit.
You
Like,
feel me?
yeah.
And like you just said, cause that goes into everything.
Yo.
It's the experience. So damn, Big Mo made him feel
And
good.
even when you were a party host before you even started promoting, you still gave off that vibe that you made everybody feel
Yeah.
like they was somebody.
You gotta make
Yep.
people feel comfortable. Like
And that's
it's
what
all about
I
the
learned that
service.
from. Like he used to go to sections and record people in each section.
Mhm.
Like, bro, I never went to section. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, shit. Like I didn't sold 300 tickets. I didn't seen y'all.
And
I
he
ain't about to
posted
come.
them, tagging
He
them,
no,
got
he
such
really
and such,
like
popping 2 bottles on the early tip. Like, yep.
Because Ace was doing this shit mellow. This is what it used to be. This
Right.
was mellow. You feel
I
me?
used to hoop. I used to be a bucket too.
He was doing this
Yeah.
way before me. And as great as he was, and he was the standard in the city at a point from a party promoting standpoint. As great as he was, I took notes. He'll bring the biggest crowd out. He'll bring a celebrity. He was the
I ain't talking to nobody.
he brought Toya. He's not
I ain't,
interacting
bro.
with his
Hell
people.
Yep.
You feel me?
I ain't
Until
doing
this
He's
day,
not
you still the
interacting with
same
his
way.
people. You feel
He's
me?
still the
So
same way.
as
I don't.
great as he was, I took that note. Like, damn, Ace a good ass party promoter. But he ain't got no relationships with a
None.
random person who done bought a section. You feel me?
And I remember we had this conversation on the phone.
And
I was
I
like,
made
bro,
that
I
my
love that.
priority. Like, I want this unknown person to know who I am.
Right.
She can
You feel
DM
me?
me
Right.
back.
So,
Yeah, you'll definitely surpass
that
me,
was
man.
everything. And,
He ain't really surpassed me because he ain't did what I did.
He don't
But
want to take it.
his customer
Yeah.
service, like listen, I say this, you feel me? I don't know if that's the time. I'm gonna keep it like
It's up there. We got 5 minutes.
7 seconds or 5 seconds, but yeah, I was the standards because a lot of motherfuckers couldn't fuck with me back in the day, and I used to challenge
Niggas couldn't
motherfuckers.
guard East for real.
I used to
A
get
lot of
busy.
people listening to this not gonna know. You feel me?
I used to get
Niggas
busy.
couldn't guard Shorty, so I took his game, even though I was here before him.
He was.
He made his mark way before me. You feel
Right.
me? So I took his game and then I added my game into it. You know, so like, yeah, you gotta make
And I
these
love
people
that. I
feel
love that
good.
shit.
Like,
I
it's just
love
like what we just talking about, Cash. Now, damn. I might get a shot poured in my mouth. I'm going here. I'm not going to Medusa. The
Right.
bottle girl's about to treat me good here.
Right,
You know,
right,
it's
right.
all about
And I've
what you
always
feel.
tried to look at it as like, how can we? I'm gonna be honest, and I'm standing 10 toes on this. I don't see no club fucking. Matter of fact, let me look into the camera when I see
Which
this
one
shit.
we
Let me sit
looking
up.
into? Because
The
I'm
middle
backing
one.
her up.
I don't see no club,
Easy.
and I say this so humbly and respectfully. I don't see no club. I don't give a fuck how much Dream brings out a young crowd, older crowd, whatever the case may be. I don't see no club. Bottle girls that's fucking with Dream Bottle Girls. Shout out to Renee, Tasia, Day, Jordan. Yeah, I don't see no bottle girls. Yeah, fucking with
Big
Dream
shout out to
when
the
it
Dream
comes to
Lounge
the
staff.
customer service, because I done partied in Euphoria, I done partied in Medusa, and I
The bottle
see,
girls can't mess with y'all.
I pay attention to how they bring my bottles out. Most of the times, y'all bitches got attitudes and shit, and this, that, and the third.
That used to be you too, and that's
It
crazy.
did, and it's so
it
crazy.
was. It
And
was.
it's just like,
you came a long
and
way.
that's another reason why I changed like my demeanor and my work ethic when I work, because it's like, if I'm serving people like this and I wouldn't want to be served like this, then I know people probably saying the
You
same thing. Like,
experienced that.
you get what I'm saying? So that's another reason what made me want to change. Is like, because at the end of the day, don't nobody got to come out their pocket and spend $350+ dollars to do
Facts.
anything. So
They're
it's like,
hard-working money.
it's like my goal was to always make sure that whoever, it don't matter if you known in the city, you not known in the city, I treat everybody the same way. And that was my
That's
goal.
why I
But when you go
respect
to these other clubs, I don't feel like that. It's just like, oh, she getting one bottle here. You get what I'm saying? Like, no, like,
So they're
we
going to
started
treat the
with
person that
whistle.
get the 10
Yeah.
bottle. I remember the whistle. I wish y'all
We-
bring that back. I
Yeah,
love
we
that.
started with the whistles and all that. Like, you get what I'm saying? But we lost some bitches. But we gonna definitely bring it back.
I think, and that's one of the reasons I think Dream is successful the way it is, because it may not be the best looking club, but we hire people. Myself and Jay Hunt, we hire people
That's
fits
another
us.
thing I wanted to get into before you finish what you were saying. That some people was telling me like they respect you so much because, you know, like when you go to DC clubs, it's all light-skinned Spanish bitches and shit
I
like
got
that.
black niggas that work for Dream.
Ace,
Like,
one thing
listen.
that I can say about
It's a
you,
fact.
you don't discriminate. We done had skinny, twig, small, no ass, light skin,
I
brown
try.
skin. We come in all flavors, and that's one thing that I can definitely say. And that's another reason why my loyalty is so big when it comes to Dream, that I would never work at another club, because it's like, for one, you not only treat us as staff, but we all are a family. We support each other.
Fact.
If I'm posting my hair flyer, everybody that work at Dream posting it. If Ace is posting something, everybody posting it. If Renee is posting her, she has the mentor thing, and I'm pretty sure she don't even Flourish in Mind. Shout out to Flourish in Mind.
Dream Lounge is really a culture.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be.
If you go to
and
this coming from a promoter who's done work at, there's no culture at no other club. Dream Lounge, there's a culture. It's a group message for all the girls to link up and go bowling together, go get drinks together. It's a culture at Dream Lounge.
We just all was out yesterday, the whole staff.
Medusa, or I ain't gotta name no specific clubs, but they're just there for the bag.
And I want y'all to grow together. And I think that's the whole thing. I
bonds.
know a lot of y'all might not get hired at other places, but y'all got the potential to work in just fields. But shit, give you opportunity. I mean, if you fail, I just fire you. Shit.
Right. Yeah. And you've got. We were just talking about this. You gain so much patience when it comes to like firing people.
Shit, I fired like 10 people the first year.
When we first opened, somebody 2 minutes late up, you can go home. Like, but
because
you definitely,
and that's partly because I want you to respect it as much as I've respected. Like, yo, I was in there like blood, sweat, and tears, like doing. You know what I mean? He came in there a couple times, like. Yo, we in here getting busy. Like this is a lifestyle, like you said, bro. Like, nah, we're not doing this.
And
I respect it.
And
I
to
love
touch on the last subject, just to complete, you gotta complete it too before we're done.
Who the best promoter?
Top three promoters in the city.
I'm already going with
not
H
included.
Franks, Big Mo, and who else? H Franks, Big Mo, and 856 in Taiwan.
Okay.
My top three, personally.
My top
just
three.
from experience their events. For me being at their events, I've always, H Franks has a mature crowd, so you always gonna feel that grown and sexy.
I think
look.
it varies with his
856. I like about them. They do not only promote, but they do themes. I thought the theme that they did when they did the anything with you wear anything. I forgot.
Oh, the tacky shit.
Yeah, I think that was probably the littest thing a promoter could have ever did.
My top three promoters, I can go active or all over.
All over, period. Who's your top three?
My top three, period, of course. You feel me? I gotta throw my man East in there. Just East. You feel me?
For real, bro?
When it first started, yeah.
But he's not a promoter now, so
we
don't
can
count.
go all the way back to 2012 with this shit. So East was that guy on the promotion. Then of course I'm gonna go with the standards, who I'm trying to reach and who I'm trying to catch and who I'm gonna reach. You feel me? H. Franks and Larry Love. You feel me?
Larry Love.
You feel me? Larry Love. I'm gonna give credit when it's due. That's the vibe king. You feel me? Like
he is definitely a vibe king.
Shorty's the vibe king. He can bring however you want it. He can give it to you.
And since I shouted y'all out, just know if y'all looking to, do a little event at Dream, just call me.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with Larry Love. I don't know. I don't think he really cool. I don't think he really liked me that much.
He probably just never really ever got a chance to
talking like his vibe just be. I don't know. And I love you because I remember he used to do it at Milan. Like, yo, he's a GOAT. He a legend.
Larry Love also is a loner. He might throw an event once every 4 months.
Then
he might throw it chasing something every Wednesday. It depends.
You ain't gonna.
H. Franks too, but he's definitely one of the most humble.
I get what y'all saying, and I can't exclude him because I've seen, like, he had the littest party I ever been to before. When I was doing parties, it was 18 plus and he was doing 21 older, and I didn't know anything about bottles until I went to Mirage, and I seen a day party, and I was like, yo, this shit is epic. Like, bro, like, we may see him now and may have problems with how he move or do certain things, but Mo Stacks is a fucking GOAT, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, listen,
definitely.
Mo Stacks has done day parties that sold out. Like,
I don't think besides H. Franks, I don't think no other promoter did what Mo Stacks did. As far as especially at Euphoria when he was bringing Jada Waiter and a whole bunch of other different artists and all this other stuff. But even before that,
because you gotta say, like, and I know we sit there and see because it's about we're in a what have you done for me now type industry,
right?
And it's H. Franks. H. Franks gets busy,
definitely.
Like, yo, he taking all these trips, but listen, before that was H. Franks, Mo Stacks had braids and he got busy.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I didn't know Mo Stacks in that era.
Here's where I'll give Mo Stacks the most credit, not to cut nobody off. Here's where I'll give Mo Stacks and H. Franks too. It's longevity. Like, I done seen, like, I've just really got hot probably like
2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm hot now, but I probably really just got hot 2-3 years ago. But longevity, like, Mo Stacks been in this shit since 2009.
Yeah.
Like, I was in high school and college looking at cool guys and
Dream Team. It was another name before.
Like, longevity, like Mo Stacks. done survived
listen,
a decade.
Shorty-
And I've seen people come and go.
Right.
I done seen the best come and go. They've
Listen.
come and they've gone. I can name a name right now, and niggas will
And
be
one
like,
thing
who?
about it, like
When
when
he
you
was
go
hot then.
when you go into most X events, he caters to the bitches. I can definitely say that.
Man, his section be
He
crazy.
caters to the bitches.
But you gotta give
for
Yo
sure.
credit. Like Yo didn't
Mhm.
survive so many rumors, this, that, and the third. Like Yo done did so much shit. Like
Facts.
yo, Shorty is like really. He gotta be on the Mount Rushmore, and I'm talking about
Got you.
in this and like because we're talking about like I don't know if y'all remember Zeno and like that type of era.
They didn't
probably don't-
survive
So
those
that was
eras.
so this was like when I first jumped in the joint and I seen this Cool Guys, Dream Team, Zenos and these type eras, and it was like H. Franks kind of came up under Zeno as well. So
Yeah.
it's like this what I see. So it's like I love to see H. Franks blast off and do what he do.
Mhm.
And like, yo, like
H.
damn,
Franks is
bro.
gold. He done found him a bitch. He about to get married. They travel together. They party together. If you single and you want to get married tomorrow, just call me. That's all
See,
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
say.
people don't know that though. A lot of people
Fuck
just see.
that.
A lot of people just see H. Frank's emergence. H. Franks
Yeah.
used to be with Zeno.
Yo used to be on a
You
he
feel
a sub
me?
promoter.
He was.
Mhm.
He
And
used to
yo,
be with Zeno.
like,
He used to
bro,
be like me with you.
Yeah, like bro, the
Fuck.
weird and damn, it's crazy. Zeno ain't promoting him. I ain't promoting him.
Like, that's how
But
it go.
but it's crazy. It's like to
we-
see his growth and like what he does. Like, bro, I remember he did the dumbest party and it was so smart. He did a rodeo party and I'm like, bro,
I was
this
just
when
gonna
Meg Thee
say that. I
Stallion
just
was
was gonna-
hot.
I was just gonna
She
say
DM
that.
me, asked me about
I was
anybody
gonna
can
say-
rent a horse.
I said
What?
this was around my
Bro,
birthday. Yo,
bro,
I swear
what?
to God, I was just gonna speak on this. When H. Franks did the rodeo party at Euphoria, I DM Flash. I'm like, Flash, can you please find me somebody that can let me hold a horse? I want to pull up to the party in a horse. It
How
was
the fuck
my
you pull up
birthday
in a
week.
party and forget the horse?
Right, like
Yo.
real shit. It was my birthday week, but I ended up going. I got surprised and I ended up going. I think I went out of
But
town
just
or I
to
was on
have
tour
the
with Shorty. Something.
balls to do that.
Yo, that
and,
shit
like,
was so
he had
lit.
He had one of them little rodeo. What's the little
In the middle.
bulls?
The
I'm like,
bull
From DJ
and
Easy,
everybody
yeah.
came dressed
how
like
the fuck DJ Easy got a
came dressed in
bull?
their rodeo costume. And I thought that was
Yeah,
probably one of the
everything.
dopest events that he ever did.
But
sure.
I commend people like that, and I love.
I
Like,
love a
shit.
theme party. I love a theme party.
Yo, I love it. And
I love a theme
how,
party.
Like Robbie just does what he does, like on a, you feel me, like
does
spare the
it.
moment type. And
Yeah.
I love to see how the young dudes, and I love 856 Chris. I love, bro.
Love
like,
Chris.
I
Yeah,
love him.
that's
like,
my
yo,
guy.
He
Love
get
Chris.
busy, so I love but like, yo, if we going like really like most improved, Mo get busy. Big Mo get busy, bro.
Yeah.
Like yo,
Mr. 24/7.
like
Yeah.
yo, this
Mr.
is
Wall to wall,
crazy.
floor to floor.
But we gonna really see what he do on his day party. You know, I'm coming through, pop a couple bottle of Ace Space.
Shout out to the Dream
Oh,
Bottle
my man,
Girls
you know what I
working
mean?
there.
Shout
Renee,
out to
what's up?
Dream Bottle Girls.
We gonna see what he gonna do.
Yeah.
May
Big
27th.
Cash, not the little one.
Big Cash Dream Bottle Girl. May 27th. Gargoyles Lounge. The
After party at Dream Lounge,
At
let's
the
not
party at
forget
Dream,
it.
the
Tables
day
is
party
now on
experience.
sale. Yep.
Ace looking to see what I'm gonna do for this. Gargoyle's not that big. That shit about to be
Shit,
a
they got
movie.
28, 27 sections.
Yeah, but the area not that big. That shit about
Damn,
to
what's
be
that? The half a size of Euphoria?
Yeah,
half.
I mean, Euphoria
a
got
quarter,
like 100.
a quarter of the size
Yeah.
of Euphoria.
Euphoria got like 100.
But what I do like about
Gargoyles,
Gargoyles gives me that old Euphoria vibe before they did the renovation.
when they first read it, and
yeah,
listen,
I'm mad.
I
don't-
met my baby
no
mother.
shade,
I didn't
no
met-
shade, but Euphoria
when I
would
started
never
getting
be the same, bro.
They
It would
need to
never be the
expand
same.
Gargoyles though,
Bro,
cause like
they
that
are.
shit is.
They
I
are.
love the old Euphoria because that's what like me and my daughter's mother like first linked up.
Shout out to my
Like,
girl. Make
and I-
sure
and
y'all
I
get your
remember
hair
this.
braided if y'all daughter need her hair braided.
Listen, and I remember how it was, and I had on some forces. You feel me? And I had on some jeans, like bro. I had on a shirt. Listen, my back was hot as hell. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't know why I'm here. Like, yo, I'm just feeling
Because you're not really the party
And that
type.
bitch
You've
I was
never
like,
really
bro,
been the
listen
party
at
type.
sweat. That's what. Is that when Carter got into it with the joint?
Yeah,
Oh
my
my
Carter
God.
bottle.
Free the guy Carter.
And he got by
Slap
free
Carter
water.
with a
Yeah, I would
Patron
never
bottle.
forget that shit. But
Patron bottles don't
as
break.
much as I would love
Carter
to
coming
sit
home
here,
too.
Slap
As
Carter
much
ass
as-
with this.
Carter's coming home.
as much as I would love to sit here and talk to y'all, I'm ready to go to karaoke. Hold on. All right, go get into it. Hurry
Yeah,
up.
get your top
Get
three.
your top three, and then we gonna
Yeah,
wrap it
what's
up.
up?
Work with or parties I go to?
Either or.
Either or. Which
What
one
you
you got?
saying? Not who you work with. What you saying? What you
Parties I
saying?
actually go to and don't work.
Okay.
Taiwan, definitely. What 85 Crest with the napkin was most.
I want to go to one, bro.
most
It's
lit-
one
when I say
tomorrow.
I can't
we-
go. I gotta
Yeah,
work.
that's why you can never go because it's always when you educate.
Definitely. Larry, H.
Standard.
Franks, and Robbie 88. They're the most like the parties I've actually went to and experienced.
had
Yeah,
experience,
a good
yeah.
time.
Me working is something totally
It's
different.
something
like I've
totally
never been
different,
to like a Most X party. I've always worked. So it's I
never caught a vibe.
I don't.
And even I can say for his birthday party, I was kind of disappointed because of the DJ.
Yeah, we was saying it wasn't the DJ, the way the sections was set up and all this stuff, because we was spending a lot of money and we was like in a corner all the way in the back. That's the only thing that I can say. But
listen, I like his black party birthday. I know it's gonna be. I felt, God damn, it's like that. All right, bet, say less.
Right.
Matter of fact, I think that big ass bubble fit, man. I might rock that.
Right.
But I seen, listen, I really seen like how, not how he grew, but when I seen him and he was at the like kind of top and he kept going and going and going. I'm like, bro, like, yo, you really get busy. Like, yo, you a goat.
He was the first person to ever honestly like in a nightlife other than club wise. I worked with Taiwan first. That was my
that's what I stole you from most acts.
Taiwan was my first like actual promoter I worked, but this is before he touched the clubs.
I want to go see one of his parties. I ain't never been to Taiwan party.
That shit is a fucking vibe. You're guaranteed to find
I
yourself.
like your memes and shit.
You might
You'll be like,
find
are you
yourself,
stupid?
Yeah, are you dumb? Are you dumb?
I like that.
Shout out to my co-workers pretty much. You feel me? Taiwan. I like what the young guys are doing.
Co-workers, you work with them?
I just look at it like if we're
So
all,
how does your coworker, bro?
promoters.
Because they're all in the same category.
All promoters, we're all in the same field.
Man,
like,
back in the day, this
Alex,
shit
your
like
coworker.
No, hold on. This shit is like back in the NBA, back in the early 2000s.
But we trying to go to karaoke though.
But you love
Real
Alex.
shit. They
All right,
just
let's go. Everybody's, I love
we trying to go to
Alex.
karaoke.
Like, listen, I'm not gonna shout that club out.
Right.
I love Alex, bro.
Yeah.
But but for all jokes aside,
Bro, karaoke's not gonna end.
Hold up, for
At
all jokes
11,
aside. I do honestly, all jokes aside.
Go ahead, right.
I do want to shop most acts out because he is the first promoter that did give me a chance.
Right.
In the club setting, I swear, my first event with him.
That's where I got you. That's where I found you from.
Yeah, that's what
he paid me $50.
Why the fuck you charging me what you charged me then?
That was 4 years ago.
All right, what's the difference?
You wasn't all the way up there
That was
at 4 years ago. I get it.
He gave me a chance.
You're right.
Us promoters
Now look
will
at you. You got the
finagle you
Dior's
if
on
you
with
don't
the
know any
bands, with the
better.
Montclair and all that.
Boy, I'm telling you, like
us
one of the
promoters will finagle you if you don't know any better.
Right.
You feel me?
And
Like,
I respected that.
I'm the
'cause
finesse
I just and that's why I tell anybody I just wanted a chance. I'd rather get paid something than to
Definitely
come out the
finesse
house for
king.
free.
What?
Yeah. No,
I
you
can't come
understand
out the
right
house.
I'm the finesse king. Let's wrap
Yeah,
it up. Look,
definitely. But
I'd like
I
to
want
thank
to-
y'all another episode of Cash Talks. I know.
This your boy
Nah, go ahead,
Flash.
y'all.
I'm signing out.
They done got that Patron up in them. They talking that shit.
Listen, it's a
Talks
Neho.
5.
Y'all be drinking that
But
Coss and all that other shit.
I do want
This is
to before we get out of here, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all because I made a post on Instagram and I was like, hey, like who wants to, be my co-host? And y'all was the first ones that was cool. You actually reached out to me and I asked both of y'all and y'all was like,
Hey,
whatever you want to do.
No, I was like, I was fucking busy because today is Daddy's daughter's day.
Yeah,
we
you
got a movie
definitely
night,
did.
and you know I had to drop my daughter off.
Because
You
you
know I was a
definitely
little
did tell
late.
me you wasn't. You definitely did tell me you wasn't available, but then you was like, you know what, I'm gonna be there. So I definitely appreciate you.
Now
for this
we
being
outside.
My first episode. Now we outside. We're going to remix. Shout out to Officially Booked. Make sure y'all check it out. 50% off tequila drinks this weekend and dollar wings tonight. Remix. We're going to karaoke. Shout out to Boogie. He on the ones and twos. We're gonna wrap it up.
A
And next
toast to
week,
Cash Talks.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cash, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate
First
you.
episode.
This the first podcast.
Y'all gonna see us. Y'all gonna see us.
I was so nervous.
This is real shit.
I'm not gonna
Listen,
lie.
I want to toast
Like,
to
give a
you.
toast.
It's just an air toast to all your growth for real. I'm happy that you did something that you wanted to do and you sticking by it because you said this shit like a couple weeks ago, a few months ago. And I was like, man, you just say any fucking thing. Listen, I really commend
keep
you for this
pushing,
and
keep
keep
pushing.
pushing. I got your back 110% with this shit.
Come on, I've been drinking. Don't make me cry now. Real shit.
Here you go, that
I'm just so proud of Cash with everything she's done. You feel me? Just like this is just another stepping stone. You feel me? Shout out to the first episode of Cash Talks, and this is the start of a $1 million podcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
Carisha better watch out.
Hey,
Coming
you
for her
already-
ass.
Hey, you know that.
Hey,
Real shit.
Carissa like golden shower. You
Yeah,
can't
so
top that.
oh yeah, she got that. She
You
got
like
that
that,
one.
huh?
She got
I'm
it.
pissed
So
on
next week we're gonna get into a little bit of
My girl like Carisha.
relationships and stepping stones and
I won't be here.
yeah, no, I'll have a different co-host every week.
Can
Actually,
we
but
add an extra chair? Can I come back?
no, you can if you want to come back. Come on. Like I'm all for it. We're gonna actually get into
I don't like personal questions.
relationships
Yeah.
and how it was with me dating shorty and a lot of shit. We're gonna get into it. And it's not gonna be no cut cards. So make
Hey,
sure
you
y'all
know
tune
what?
into the next
And I do that.
episode.
Money,
And I
man.
really don't talk about it too much, but I definitely come on here. I definitely come in here and get an inside scoop of how it was with Wide Double, like because I ain't never speak on that.
Yeah, you
before.
gotta speak to
Yeah.
managing Tay and Ball. Like you
Yeah,
manage
yeah.
gangsters.
We could do a two-part episode next week if you want to come back.
Yo, let's sign
Next
out.
Thursday.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Listen, we got.
You want to schedule for another? Listen, so thank you
Yo
guys for
said, I
tuning
need
in.
the money,
We'll
man.
be back with the next episode of Cash Talks.
Yeah,
I hope you
Cash.
guys enjoyed the first episode. Next week, join me. Make sure y'all have y'all wine, y'all liquor, y'all hookah. We gonna bring it all to the table. Whatever y'all want to ask me, I'll actually be going live. So that's enough for tonight. Until next time, y'all. Checking out Cash Talks.
Yeah, Cash.
I love that for you.
It ain't nothing in these streets, man, my niggas ain't big yet. When I finished fucking on her, she had the whole bed wet. She said, can we please go down? So I put on some key sweat.